The city of Las Vegas, Nevada sparkles like diamonds in the sunny Mojave Desert. It's the entertainment capital of the world. Nightlife, casinos, shopping, fine dining. It's available 24 hours a day. But those options are mere distractions. The real action will be inside the Orleans Arena. And it is host of the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. Our action will be session 9, Korea versus Canada. They'll be playing on sheet C. My name is Ann Swisshelm. I'm a 2-time Olympian and world champion, and I'm joined by Kenny Edwards, 3-time national champion. Good morning, Kenny.
Thanks, Ann. I expect we're in for a very entertaining matchup.
Yeah, it should be a very good one this morning. And these two teams, they're going to have to bring all they've got in order to keep climbing that leaderboard. And there's Team Korea, followed by steely-eyed Team Canada. And for Korea, Lee Ki-bok at lead. Oh Eun-soo at second. Song Se-ai, he's the third. And at skip, Kim Chang-min. For Team Canada, Jeff Walker throws the lead stones. Brett Gallant, he's the second. Mark Nichols, third and vice skip. And leading Team Canada is the skip, Brad Gushue. And there's our standings. Sweden alone atop at 5-0, followed by Norway, Canada, Scotland, all with 1 loss, and then China, Korea, Russia with 2 losses. And down at the bottom of the table, Japan, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands, and the United States. You can see from where we sit, this is a pretty pivotal game for Team Korea. Kenny, what will Team Korea need to bring here in order to be, we'll take a look around the rest of the rink. Japan's on sheet A facing Russia, and on sheet B, Germany's taking on Scotland. Our feature game on C, and on sheet D, Switzerland versus Italy. The opening excitement happening in the venue. And everything quiets down, and the players start hitting the ice. Kenny, Team Korea, the difference maker for them today.
The difference maker for me is the third player, Song Se-ai. How can he compete with Mark Nichol at that third position? Mark Nichol is so good. Very rarely has a below 85% game. The partnership between Brad Gushue and Mark Nichol over the years has been quite phenomenal.
Yeah, it is something to watch over time. And as a reminder to our viewers, this team from Canada, they are the reigning world champions. And they are a tough team at every turn. But you're right, that matchup at third is going to be something. And getting us started, it's Jeff Walker. He is having an absolutely outstanding tournament. So steady. The way he sets the table really allows Canada to activate all of their game plans right from rock one.
We're going to be like here. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. There's a hair full, but it should have got a little farther. Yeah. No, it should have.
Yeah, straight away, Canada trying to throw the centre guard. As we see, Leaky Bulk, 22-year-old. This at his first appearance at the World Championships. Did appear at the Olympics.
Yeah, and that experience gives a player just a world of international and competitive
I was 13-4, Jeff.
credential.
Maybe
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even just almost to the board.
Got to say they were a little unlucky not to make the playoffs with stages. Team Korea, they challenged
Heavy hack right
very
now.
well.
Well then,
Should be good.
But
Weight's
never
good.
blown away by
No
anyone.
heavy hack.
no.
And they're having
Back
a
now.
great
Real sprint.
tournament
Sprint.
here so far.
Not too heavy, but
Okay,
just max.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of what I was
He
expecting.
threw it pretty hard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So one of the things we talk about in the sport of curling is that very consistent and steady communication. You will hear a ton of talk from Brad Gushue and his team.
Whoa, clean it. Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just trying to make the roll underneath that yellow guard,
Same
but
weight as Jeff or
don't quite make it.
same or hair less?
Oh,
wanna-
just hack weight.
So Brett Gallant gets his first stone underway. He's curled since he was 4 years
A
old.
little less than Jeff.
Yep.
He's a big, strong guy. He must have
Yes,
been a big,
Pat.
strong
Whoa,
kid
Mark.
to get out there on the ice at 4.
Whoa, up. Just
Yeah,
the
for
fair
sure.
one. No.
Right up.
But nowadays they have
Go ahead, Mark.
small stones, mini stones that
Just a couple
the
rocks
kids can
higher.
play
That's
with.
the difference.
They cut the sheet
Nice weight,
in
Brad.
half, just so they
Lots of
don't
weight,
have to push it as far.
Perfect weight.
Well, that time on the ice has definitely helped Gallant. He's got an amazing resume.
Yep.
And as we see, oh, Ansu,
Yep.
he's got a few years to go to catch up to his head-to-head matchup. with Gallant. But he's the one that makes the roll underneath. Beautiful shot by Team Korea.
You see this one just getting very tight to the guard, rolls underneath.
Just normal, low ice.
Hard.
Hard, Mark. Hard. Hard, you gotta go.
Gallant trying to run this one back, but
Hard.
a little soft out the hand.
Okay, here, quiet.
Yeah, but look where he ended up putting a center guard up on the other side of the line as we get our rules at play. We'll be playing 10 ends likely, but the 6 ends are required. You get 38 minutes of think time, and each team gets a single 60-second timeout where they can stop their clock and have an interaction with their coach or a member from their bench. And we get our first look at Mark Nichols.
That's there.
He's a world
be in.
champion.
No,
He's an
pretty good.
Olympic gold medalist.
Out there.
Right there.
And really one of the great players in the history of the game. He can do it all. And he is very giving to his teammates. He's willing to take on any role. Just the heartbeat of this team, Gushue.
Absolutely. Has stepped up and skipped the team before.
Clean.
And here's
Yep.
Song Se-hai.
Whoa. Clean.
He gets the peel.
Yeah, just talking about Mark, Brad Gushue last season did suffer a little bit of an injury And during that recovery, Martnickel stepped up to the plate and really did deliver.
I think he skipped them to several World Curling Tour victories.
Absolutely.
So can you imagine you're a world-class team and you have 2 skips and one's willing to put his ego aside and you know, be the supportive third, knowing the strength of the both of you. It's just really unique in sport.
Yeah. That's what he's doing with his
Yeah, it's a real strength for this Canadian side. Martnickel and Brad Gushue have been together
Yep.
for many years.
기모가. 알기 뭐가. 왼수야. 자. 자. 세워봐, 너무 세졌어. 팔을 잘락했는데.
And we've got some pretty basic play here. Once the run back and kind of clear was made. Now Brad Gushue opens with counterclockwise rotating down weight hit.
Whoa. Whoa. Just forward. Whoa. Barely.
And they wanted to hit right on the nose, and that's where they did.
Yeah, now the hit by Korea do possibly need to make a little roll to either side to get the shooting stone in plate.
노우스 되면 우리가 안 들어갈 것 같아. 그냥 날려야 돼.
Kim Chang-min. Gets his first rock away.
Error on the pro side, let's say, just ensuring he caught something.
Yeah, and now Canada is going to be given the chance to just practice that draw weight. They've got a wide open house. They know that Korea's likely to blank this end.
Looks like a hair more around about.
I like that weight.
Yeah, I think so.
It's top 4.
So on the bottom right, you see the clock, the timer. That's between the 2 hog lines. That black line is just, the stone's just passing over now. 14.8. That's a little faster than we have seen this week so far. It's roughly about 14.2 to tee.
Yeah, so half a second faster now.
Yeah, definitely a little slower.
I think that's good news.
Real similar to draw about.
These athletes really enjoy the ice being absolutely super quick in speed and lots of movement, left to right, right to left, and all kind of aspects of the game. Tons of movement, tons of speed. And now for Kim Chang-min. He's going to want a shot similar to his first. And they're cleaning, just holding that line, and Korea's got the blank. They will retain the last stone advantage, the hammer, moving into the second end.
Ah, sorry, I couldn't stick my round.
After one, we stay all square, 0-0.
사이에 알겠죠? 잘 봐야 돼. 생각보다 얼음 좋다. 얼음.
Just overdid it a little. Like I knew it was the go, and I thought we might hold enough to stick it. Just because probably a little light because the way I threw it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it wasn't hard at the end.
no.
I was trying when I sweat.
Oh no.
the action begins in the second end.
Wait if you can.
Shade light, Jeff.
Okay, switch that.
Half?
No, we're a little past half.
Canada is going to look to force some
Hard, hard, hard. You gotta go.
action here. They've called for a center line guard.
Hard, 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 hard. Am I getting those a little
Rock
wide?
straight?
Rock straight. Yeah. Just straight.
Yeah, so Jeff Walker's first rock just doesn't quite make it to the center line. The weight looked really good. They've decided that that rock's just a bit straighter than the rest of the sheet.
Yeah, it ends up in a
그냥 좋아.
not a great spot, to be honest. Just off the centre line and in no man's land. Would have wanted that one fairly tight to the house.
그럼 태연아. 발. 발 태연아. 좀만 더. 발 태연아 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 오케이. 오케이.
In turn from Lee Ki-bok. Didn't really finish as hard as
Back
we've
four,
seen.
back 8.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're wondering if it's not just Jeff Walker's rock, if that side of the
terrible,
sheet
but
might
maybe
not be a
a little bit.
little bit straighter.
More, 8 more.
Because this is
8 to 10.
early in the game where the pebble's still a bit sharp. You should see a bit more movement. Let's see what we get with this third rock down the same kind of path and side.
Oh, line's okay. Through.
Back four.
Wait
Back
only.
eight.
Wait only.
Back 8.
Just Brett.
Back 8.
Whoa, that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Looks real heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. On its own, Brett. It's buried.
So there's the
Nice
finish.
shot.
It was really
Okay, good
late,
shot.
all at the end.
Just a little more
20
positive.
feet more, I think.
Is that much more?
Well, I got an 88 on that.
Okay.
So
88.
조금 짧아도 돼.
So one of the great strengths of Team Korea is their ability to draw and tuck rocks behind. You've got to wonder about Canada, offering up that center guard to them.
Absolutely.
어디야?
This is going to make the Korean team very happy to
빨라졌어,
put the play to
얘들아.
the center. I know they've got Gladstone advantage, and that's unusual to like, but they are, it's almost like every end is a bit of a mixed doubles end. And they show their prowess right there. Pretty perfectly
Right
placed
beside
draw.
Tighter.
what do you think in here?
Probably the same speed as Bath. I just threw.
Yeah, I agree.
Just give you a hair extra than I was giving you on the draws in the practice, eh?
Yeah.
Brett Gallant coming the out turn this time, so changing
It's close.
Fire
the
close.
line.
Where are you?
Interesting to see
Top 8.
how much curl there is on this out turn side of the ice.
Hard for line. Top 8. Hard for line.
This looks a little tender in weight. The guys really have to go.
Right next to it. Right next to it. Right next to it. Good, good, good.
Whoa,
Good,
whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa.
What a shot by Brett Gallant.
Incredible. And while Kim Chang-min handles this, we'll take a look at sheet D. You're looking at Joel Retornaz, the skip for Team Italy. And fourth stone's thrower, Amos Mozaner. He needs a hit and a stick. He's doing this against 2 Swiss stones counting in the rings.
Hard. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Oh, no.
And his sweepers manage that pretty well. It hangs around for a single point.
Good.
And flipping over to the other side of the rink, sheet A.
Good.
Japan playing Russia. Alexei Timofeev has a fantastic opportunity in the opening end. He throws his traditional up weight hit. His sweepers right off it. All he needs is to hit and stick around the rings. And he counts 1, 2, 3. Giant score to open that game against Japan.
Nice. Line's good. Line's good. Probably tapping her off. Whoa, then.
And over on sheet B, Germany taking on Scotland. Germany in the control position. They're sitting 1 and 2.
a little bump.
And Bruce Mowat,
Coming down. Hard, Jeff. Hard,
Team
Jeff. Hard,
Scotland. He's got to make a hit and stick. And that rock's curling. Hammy McMillan working hard to hold the line for Scotland, and he does so. Scotland takes one. Germany's got the hammer playing too.
Yeah, back with our feature match though. Kim Chan-min thinking it's time to tidy things up. And Oh Un-so being asked to drive the centre guard back.
Good shot.
Opens up the centre. Nice shot by the second player.
Good. Good.
And Team Canada sticking with the guard here.
Yeah, we don't want it in because then he hits and rolls.
Yeah. Same as my first one last end.
Yeah. From like nice. Broom length. Higher.
Easy for line.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl a bit. Needs to curl quite a bit. Just past
Line
that.
should get there.
You got to go for line.
Go ahead, Brad.
Just trying to protect
Go
this.
ahead.
Hard.
Yellow
Keep going.
back of 4.
It's got a ways to go. Just doesn't get there. They are really being fooled by that side of the ice, maybe also and underthrowing that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That
there's weights there.
right-hand side of the sheet, maybe trying a little bit slower and a little bit straighter than the left-hand side. The left-hand side just got a really nice pull in it. Seen
이게 마음에 들어.
As we get a look at the coach for Team Korea, Lim Myung-sup.
핵.
He's looking on, he's watching his young team play the reigning world champions.
7이 형이 컨트롤 업이었대. 오케이. 3 갈게. 3에서. 오케이.
Song Se-ai.
These are the shots that he will have to make. As you know, Mark Nicol going to come after.
Yeah, that's about as big of a miss as likely you're to get from Mark Nichols.
Very good shot, changes the angles.
He gives his sweepers
Line, I'd love to bump it just a little bit.
thanks, buddy.
Where is that?
And now
That's
this is
T-
Jules
T-line.
Ochar.
Yeah.
Same path Brett through.
Yeah.
He was longtime coach for Kevin
Speed
Martin.
similar to the path you threw.
Helped them win
Probably a little bit better. We still need a little
Olympic gold in 2010. And he's been working with Brad Gushu and this team for several years.
Line's really tight, guys.
good. Back 4.
Backy, low, close. Yep. Backy, low,
Back
yep,
low.
yes,
So
yes.
boy, this curls hard. You can see
Gotta go.
how hard this crosses the center line. That rock moving to your right.
Hard, you gotta go. Okay.
Yeah, very good shot by Mark. Just
real
pushing that yellow to the
didn't hear
back
you
8
call-
and holding the shooting stone right on top of that red.
Well, I said tight, but when you guys said back line, I was
Okay,
kind of like, hold off for a bit. Thought you were a fair bit tight on that one.
6. 8. 9. 오케이. 형, 너 좀 생각해.
방금 어디 안 맞았어 어디 갔어?
방금 안 맞았으면은 그냥 핵 정도 갔을 것 같아. 맥시멈 해.
6 때.
So lots of stones around this yellow guard.
Yeah, and Song Se-ai is really taking his time before throwing these shots. He knows that there's an opportunity here for Team Korea to really use the hammer, score 2 points.
핵이야.
Yeah, this one's a little heavy. Well heavy. Comes right back onto the face of the yellow, back of the 8-foot. Needed to change the angles up, catch that yellow. It's just to the right-hand side of the button.
Yeah,
Where do you want to be, Brad?
You know, and I'll point to
like to
that
get it
little
in
bit of
pretty
extra
good.
time
Like,
in
I
the
mean-
hack. Sometimes that
thinking
overthinking,
kind of up
sitting
here.
there for so long,
Yeah.
it can take
gonna
you
probably-
out of
Yeah.
your shot.
He's going to go there anyway, no matter where we put it. Right?
I'm happy with that spot. I think
Yeah.
that's good.
He's going here regardless, even if we go up here, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so top 8.
yep.
Top 8's good, yeah.
Okay.
Feel pretty close to
If the
draw button
line's good,
speed.
we can go ahead and freeze it, but we'll
Yeah.
go for top
Where'd you
8.
go? Edge or a little more?
A little more. Yep.
Pretty close to draw to the button speed here, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett? Brett?
Brett, Mark's calling out to you.
Felt like I was nice and positive on mine.
Yeah, the pass speed's the same as your 2 last in top 4.
So verifying the speeds, they take
close to draw
nothing
button.
for granted.
Brad Gushu with the out-turn draw, just in on top.
top
Can't
ball,
afford
top
to be heavy.
Top 8!
Top 8. Whoa!
And also can't afford to stick out and leave a slash double.
Fighting 4.
You got a lot of room. Jeff's
Top 8
in.
now.
Fighting 4 still, I think.
Trying to
curl.
curl.
Yeah, this
Get
looks
ready,
a
Jeff.
bit
Get ready, Jeff.
heavy.
Go
It's
ahead.
got to grab the curl, and there it does, and the weight will come off it.
Good. Good work, guys.
Finds a good spot.
Yeah, it really does. And how patient they are, knowing that the line was absolutely critical.
That's as good as we could do, I think.
I think so. That's a really nice spot, Brad.
Kim Chang-min, he's got a pretty small piece of real estate there in the center of the house that he's going to be looking for. Love to corner freeze the Canadian stone on the right side of the forefoot.
좀 더. 스피드 어떨 것 같아?
저 방금 14초 3 났어요.
다른 라인인데, 오케이. 앞에 탑 버튼 아니면 포크까지.
That's good.
Wouldn't be a complete disaster if he was a little heavy with this.
다 이제 room.
Yeah, if he sat back four, frozen on his own, then that might give him access on the next shot if Canada comes down into the forefoot.
Line was really good though. Beginning to come across the centre now. Have they missed the top yellow? Nope.
And just taking a look at a side-by-side, this is the technique. We've got Brad Gushu on the out-turn. Just how he throws, and we'll get a look at Kim Chang-min next.
Top 8 fighting 4. Fighting 4.
So Brad Gushu keeps his hips a bit higher. Kim Chang-min's hips tend to go down into the ice and then forward. Just two different styles. It's the same shot. And they ended up almost in the same exact place, actually.
So, like if he played off that one
Yeah, for sure.
off the sideboards.
I do think Kim Chang-min
Am
maybe
I gonna
didn't
get any
think
curl
about
if I
that
go
shot
up here?
enough. Even if you drifted back at the forefoot,
Yeah, he was definitely careful with it. It's almost like he was, just gonna make sure he didn't end up in the back of the forefoot. Whereas that was a spot that gave him some great options for possibly scoring two or more. And there's that very steady counterclockwise rotating release and
Line's
throw
good.
Line's
from
good.
Brad Gushu.
Easy, easy.
Let it curl a bit.
Line's good.
Higher, higher now.
Okay.
Needs to curl a bit. Yep.
Should be fine.
Jeff,
Let it curl a bit. Go, Jeff.
Jeff.
Hard, Jeff. Hard.
Okay.
Hard. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Nice shot.
So they pretty much landed that rock exactly where they wanted it, where Mark Nichols' brush head sat for most of the end, most of the shot there.
Shot, Brad.
Yeah, it's good. Can't get the button there now. So.
just got to play like.
할 수 있을 것 같은데.
All they really have is a hack weight to come down onto the red that's just biting the centre line and spin it down into the button for the single point.
핵. 네. 거의 정타. 약간 안쪽이네.
Tough shot, but they would only sacrifice a one. It's no great loss.
Yeah, at this point, you're already giving up one. So this is the kind of shot that, you know, you want your skip to just embrace and just love the opportunity to make these touchy kind of angles, the delicate tap weight, navigate a port, really involve your sweepers, get the whole team kind of pumped up and involved in a shot.
자, 조금만.
So a hair more ice there.
좀 약해.
This is close. This is to the center line pretty quickly. We've seen how much it moves once it gets to the center line.
약해, 약해.
Yeah, he's just a little scared of that shot. Under through it. Crashes the guard.
And with that last stone coming up a bit errant for Kim Chang-min, Canada steals a single point.
Good job.
They're up by one as we head into the third.
Good work. Get a force here now. Nice shots, Brett.
이건 바로 봐야 될 것 같아.
Should know. I should know.
Should.
You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. We're coming to you live from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. This is Team Canada versus Team Korea.
Nice pass.
A little higher than half.
Canada's got that 1 point lead.
Switch.
And still just
Not throwing.
having a little bit of trouble getting to the center line on Jeff Walker's first rocks.
Throw a second one, maybe?
Yeah, that guard has just been dropped halfway every single time.
Yep. 다섯, 라인 좋아.
Both teams do get a practice before the game gets underway, so they really should understand what the stones are doing and the ice.
헐, 태연아, 헐, 태연아.
Yeah, and in that 9-minute practice before the game, you know, what often happens because two players are chosen to throw a draw to the center of the ice to see which team gets a hammer. And today, Canada chose Mark Nichols and Brad Gushue to do that. The responsibilities get divvied up amongst the team. They have to do an equal amount of counterclockwise and clockwise shots. And you know, you got to wonder, did Brad and Mark get a lot more rocks than maybe Jeff and Brett in that pre-game practice? Because they just don't seem to have a handle on Jeff Walker's rocks.
Generally, if you do find any bad rocks, or not bad rocks, but rocks that are doing something different, you will move them to the lead or the second position. So sometimes the lead can get the rough end of the stick.
Yeah.
Korea elected to split the house. They're only sitting one top 8 foot. If they could throw this one back of the 8 foot, look good for scoring 2 already in this end.
Gotta wait.
Whichever, probably Peel. Whatever you like. I mean,
Just thinking here, in case you miss, they'll open it up a little bit. Is that just outside middle?
No, right. It's hair in the middle. That's good. Dead straight, eh?
You'll get a little bit of curl.
Good.
So Brett Gallant verifying all aspects of this shot with his skip.
Hurt! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Whoa!
Drives the yellow guard back onto the counter, out wide.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Clears the top and picks the rock off the side.
Whoa! Hurt! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Sit. Sit.
Makes it nice. The yellow rolls down to the center.
Yeah, gets a ton of production off that run.
Not surprised they played the upweight takeout in this one. But they do make a roll. Could just come down and rest against that back Yellowstone.
Here. Normal.
Good.
Whoa! Normal.
Clean.
Whoa!
Clean.
Nice weight. Yep! Whoa!
Clean.
Yep!
Whoa. Just clean.
Whoa! Whoa! Off. Good.
Make the run back. Red goes away.
That's pretty good.
Brett
It makes
still
it
might
double
be
he's going
shot.
out, so.
In the back of the rings, but yellow has the control position up in front.
Should be able to make the double on these and roll the counting stone in.
Yep. Go back. Whoa. Hold on. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
On two.
Yeah.
Trying to make the double. It's one, gets the other.
Does he keep the shooter around the rings? Just spins out.
Okay. Pretty straight here, Brett.
Throwing here, but I think so. I think it'll be
Back there.
quiet, normal.
Whoa!
Normal.
Clean. Clean.
Stay quiet.
Whoa! Clean it.
Nice weight.
Clean it. Throw, Mark.
Mark Nichols makes the takeout. Hangs around in the 8 foot.
Taking a look at sheet A, Japan and
Nice
Russia. Go Aoki, the 18-year-old fourth stones thrower for Team Japan. He's an opportunity to pull back within a point here. He's got an open hit. Maybe a draw here. Looking to tuck one right around. Oh, and they just do. Beautiful draw. Nicely managed. And Japan takes 2.
Top 4. See? Top 4.
Well, we've seen Song Se-hai hit and run with his takeout attempt.
Good judge. Good shot. It's so sluggish.
Kind of just throwing this one into the rings.
Slower and draw the bottom. Yeah.
Well, that slightly quicker decision there,
Clean.
I think
Yep.
gives a better delivery for Song Se-ai.
Just maybe overthinking the shot.
Yeah, from the second end, where he just sat there. I mean, it was a good 10 seconds of time sitting there. And
웨이트 잘 기억해야 돼. 여긴 좀 세.
it can be hard to activate your legs when you're down in that crouch for that long.
Board.
Easy. Make it, please, board.
Whoa. Good board. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Clean it. Yep.
Clean.
Oh, Brad making the takeout. Fairly clean end.
Yeah, once Brett Gallant cleared everything, and then Team Korea made the double takeout and rolled their shooter out of play, it became a pretty basic kind of a push situation.
9번은 좀 세지 않나? 오, clean. 왼. Clean. Yep. Good control. Wait good. 왼 좋아요. Yep. 오. Yep. Good control. Yep.
And this stone beginning to work its way out of the house.
Yeah,
At some
normal
point,
middle
you're
to
going to
rock.
have to make a roll.
Probably a little solid, if anything.
Yeah, so that rock climbing the rings.
Against on center, hey?
Yep. Whoa,
A
Brett.
little bit of a drift on Brad's delivery there.
Gets a little bit of a run through. So it does just get into that 12-foot
Probably should have
scoring
rolled
area.
first. A little.
So the final stone of the third end.
Clean. Clean.
Korea hits and rolls out. There is no score this end for anyone. It's still 0-1 in favor of Canada. Korea retains that last stone advantage, playing the fourth.
아니야, 괜찮아.
That's going to be in. You know, if I add, like I can't add, I'll be in, but it's only coming up just a lot.
Yeah, I'm in 25.
무조건 롤 시키려고. 일단 치긴 저 다치려고 했어요. 여기서 나가면 별로 안 좋거든. 정타 나가서. 그래야 되면 상대는 이렇게 하면 우리 어쩔 수 없이 1점 따이잖아. 드로우 웨이트만 체크하면 된다고 알겠죠? 길이.
형, 날 보면서 기복이 안 타면 내가 어떻게 해줘?
아니, 니한테 하기는 기복이 계속.
Jeff Walker in the familiar position of throwing the very first stone of each end. He does so for the fourth time in a row.
Looks all here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
Way better than that out turn going that way.
Didn't Jeff, though, really?
just slips into the rings.
Sorry.
셋.
둘.
그럼
I think we'll see a different type of end in this fourth end.
많이 돌아야
Jeff
돼.
Walker
은수야,
really
그냥
struggling
둬,
with
둬.
that first rock.
그냥 둬.
Yeah, and the different sides of the ice, the speed, it's definitely different. It's definitely playing differently from one side to the other on this
Little higher
sheet.
than this one.
Okay.
And I think they now know,
So
they feel
halfway
pretty
good then,
comfortable
or
with
higher
what's
than
going on.
Higher than half.
Okay.
And so Jeff gets to manage same side
Weight's
that
good.
he just played.
Easy for
They'd
line.
like this one to
Weight's
be
good.
really high
How's line?
in the field of
Like
play.
the curl a bit.
Gotta go for weight too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're right there.
Make Mark and go.
Hair pass there.
Yeah,
Go,
yep,
Mark.
yep. Hard. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Mark. Go, 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 go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, go, go.
Drops that one perfectly onto the center line.
Yeah, no mistake the second time, and you saw his tournament accuracy numbers at 90%. He's one of the top performing leads in the event,
거의 핵.
and again, just gives
4 던데 4.
Team Canada traditionally great options to open an end, start each plan.
515원. 은수 어떻게 생각해? 오케이, 힙업. 좋아.
Now, Leaky Buck
오, 3번.
playing very well. He's got an opportunity to hit here because of Jeff Walker's first stone slipping into the rings. And he's going to try and hit just a corner of that stone and roll underneath his own corner.
샷. 나이스 샷.
And that is almost perfect. You can see
One to
just
two-thirds.
almost all the way underneath that corner guard.
Good hack.
Yep.
More than half.
Heavy hack.
You can hear the call, heavy hack. That's the weight they're talking about. As we take another look at this hit and roll off the yellow. Just about as good as they could have done.
Yeah, it's
나이스 샷.
really so close to absolutely perfect. It does force Canada into a new or unique spot on the ice that they haven't seen yet.
Weight's real good.
Whoa, close. No, no.
Nice. Weight's a little heavy.
Close.
It's going to make contact, but how much?
Never needs it.
Whoa.
Nice shot, Brad. Good weight.
Korea should see most of that yellow on the high side of the guard.
Smidge hard or?
A little hard.
If anything,
Smidge,
yeah.
eh?
I think you need to throw it weight that way. So throw much less.
Oh, and Sue,
오.
89% accuracy.
컨트롤. 컨트롤 안 돼. 컨트롤 범퍼야, 범퍼. 예.
He isn't on the ice for every game. They've been using kind of a 5-man team and rotation every now and again.
범퍼보다 확 이게 세.
But with numbers like that, you'd think you'd see him on the ice for every game after this.
ice, but you like it?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this
Border, heavy hack.
Same weight he does through.
switching the team up throughout a tournament.
Brett Gallant at
Same weight.
84%
Yep.
overall.
Yep.
Hard. Maybe a smidge less. Clean. Yep, yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hard.
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 Roll, Jeff.
Okay.
And he makes the nice hit. Canada looking to kind of roll away or tuck
똑같은 웨이
under.
들어올까? 똑같은 웨이 들어올게요.
Same weight.
Yeah, I can see all of the yellow, so just a control weight takeout.
clear, clear. Yep.
Yep, clear up.
Hard. 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 계속 가야 돼. Hard. Take it. Hard. Hard.
Gets very tight to the guard, hits, and rolls out of play.
Just where do we go now?
Sir?
Top 12 or fight the 8?
Fight the 8 foot.
Okay.
Probably try and keep it a hair
So-
higher.
Taking a look at Sheet D, Amos Mozaner and Team Italy are looking at a very challenging situation. They've got to remove 2 Swiss counters that are tucked onto the forefoot underneath a guard. And the big man from Italy has that rock away.
Oh, Brad.
Must be close.
Line's good.
It's not only close, it's pretty perfect. He gets rid of the 2, keeps his shooter in play, grabs a point, and grabs the lead for Italy. Outstanding shot by Mozaner.
Okay, good shot.
Here's another outstanding shot from Mark Nichols. In onto the top of the forefoot, fully in behind that guard.
예. 기보 아까 3번이었어. 기보 있게. 이게 미니멈.
Kim Chan-min electing to come this in-turn side, perhaps in this run a little straighter than the out-turn.
Yeah, this finish is very late. And this 77% accuracy, this was the point you made earlier in the game, Kenny, is that he's got to have an absolutely awesome game up against Mark Nichols.
Just halves that yellow out of play, does enough.
안 돼.
Yeah, and that's a real tough spot on the ice, as you mentioned. It's just a tough spot on the ice. Any up weight, any little outward momentum or extra rotation, that rock runs straight as an arrow.
Couple feet left.
So there you go, Mark Nichols, 89% for the tournament. How would you like to play a tournament with your third at 89%?
Yeah.
It would be great because you ain't going to lose very many games.
Top 8.
Yeah, you're not going to be in difficult situations
Curl again. Fighting for it.
over often unless you lose your mind and call really crazy, silly shots. But
It held a little bit better.
the likelihood of Brad Gushue losing his mind and calling crazy, silly shots is pretty much 0.
Yeah.
핵.
So again, calling hack weight on the internal side.
And I know that they're fighting hard to get towards the corner guard on this side of the ice, but it just...
You've got to get very cute with that long center guard.
기다려, 은시야.
Backing up off of this one.
안 돼.
This one looks as if it's
또야 이거.
a little heavy and it hasn't taken the pull yet.
기보가.
It's got a ton of curling to do. It is not going to make any significant impact on that rock. You know, and you got to wonder if is that just, you know, just a bit naivete in how they approach this shot. You know, there's my corner guard. I got to play that side. You know, the shot actually really isn't available on that side. The way the ice is so straight.
It probably is there, but it's very, you've got it so cute with that.
But
that
the weight
guard.
you have to throw to get some curl into the ice, you're not going to get the roll all the way over there anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just really, it's really challenging. And now this is an opportunity for Brad Gushue playing at 82% to put a ton of pressure onto the Korean skip.
Full 8. Don't need it for weight. Line's good.
Line's good.
Great communication from the front end
Line's good.
to Mark Nichols,
Fully in. Just for weight, guys.
giving him an indication of where the stone's going to end up. What a shot from Brad Gushue.
Yeah, now,
Nice weight, Brad. Good boy.
if anyone's got the button weight in his pocket, though, it is Kim Chang-min.
4번으로 열고 들어오기를 열어놓고 어디 들어가는 게 맞을 것 같아.
Yeah.
But there's no real place to hide it.
없는 것 같은데.
네, 안 보여요.
I think the call is just to
그게 안 보여.
ping that red corner guard in.
그게 안 보여. 안 보여?
You're still always going to have a chance to get to the
그거
4-foot
건들다가 버튼으로 더
in
밀어주면
both handles.
다시 들어가면 그냥 스틸 당해야 돼. 내가 봤을 때 이게 맞는 것 같아. 어.
Yeah, I like this call.
두꺼운 반.
Yeah, a lot of really good things can happen.
이게 맞는 것 같아.
Yeah.
And you got to go back to that long center guard that Canada finally split the center line with Jeff Walker second. It's still up there causing havoc for Team Korea. And there's Kim Chang-min. He's just below 80% for the tournament so far. He'd like to pick up a few bonus points here with an angle run double takeout.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, removes one of them and opens up one side.
Yeah, and now this is
Same ice. Yeah.
Okay.
Right where I threw it, Mark.
Brad Gushue gets to play this same
I
shot,
love the bump of the foot, Jeff. But
Did
we
you
gotta
say-
get the line.
play the little
Yeah,
tap.
just a millimeter less line, like less.
I don't mind a little less. If we're trying to bump it a foot, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Or less, 2 feet more.
So hair less ice and 2 feet more weight. The precision with which this team approaches the game and their process is something
hair light.
all players can learn
That
from.
was close, Brett.
Line's good.
Wait only, guys.
Close.
Just do it right now.
Whoa, top button, wait.
Just
Whoa.
do
Whoa. Whoa, it's got to curl.
Just
Whoa,
freeze
let
it.
it work.
No, it's got
a little
I think
bump.
we're bumping a rock.
Whoa.
Whoa, let it
Still
work.
got to
Bumping
curl,
a
Jeff.
rock. Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Hard.
Go
Just
ahead.
trying
Go
to
ahead.
tap this one
Go
up
ahead.
a couple
Come
of
on.
inches.
Hard.
Easy.
Hard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another great shot by Brad Gushue, right down onto the money.
And the patience and the communication, the accuracy of that leads to an extraordinary outcome for Brad Gushue's final rock here in the fourth end. And
Nice try.
Kim Chang-min
이해했는데 썼지 싶은데. 너 뛰어든가.
Can't see any of them yellows, so all he has is a cold draw to the side of the button to give up one.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's any way he can actually get shot stone, but never say never in this sport. Crazy things happen in final little turns of the rock. Maybe he's got the perfectly sharp edge that allows him to stop and tuck sideways.
키만 가면 돼.
Sweepers are on it right away.
헐! 자, 더 줘.
This one looks a little inside. Doesn't want to give up a steal of two.
Absolutely way too short.
아, 오, 오.
It will be two.
얼만데?
That slower side of the ice really damaged
sorry.
Team Korea. That's a big steal of 2 points for Brad Gushue, Team Canada.
내가 조 웨이트가
Will they ever have the hammer?
약하다.
He's throwing a draw since.
It's 0 for Korea, 3 for Canada.
Well, that's what we said. You think the intern was probably a little slower.
방금 약하게 밀었어. 끝까지 하자. 네. 2점 땡겨. 네.
are in the 5th end of play.
I don't think it's heavy.
Team Canada has a 3-0 lead over Team Korea. And that's a pretty commanding lead for a team like Brad Gushue and his squad.
Good.
Korea's going to need An Young-soo's rocks to be in pretty perfect spots to generate some offense.
자, 조금만.
Yeah, Brad Gushue and his side, so good when they're even just 2 shots ahead.
자,
To
집어봐.
try and get a deuce out of Brad Gushue is very difficult, and that corner guard a little wide and also a little too short.
And Jeff Walker, I think they finally figured out his rocks and the ice,
A little bit tight with this
the
rock.
sides and the speed.
Hard. Hard's good. Hard for line.
He
Good.
gave a little bit of quarter in
Line's tight,
the
guys. You
first
can go anyway.
couple of ends, and Korea couldn't capitalize.
Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Stay down,
And
Mark.
now it's going
Stay
to
down.
get extra
Hard.
difficult.
Go for way 2. Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
Great setup play. Like you say, has definitely found what to do with them rocks.
Yeah, and for you players at home, that comes from being really honest about how you're throwing, what the speed is, what your rock's doing, and there's really no judgment when these guys share information and talk. It's all about the facts that are in front of them and learning from the reality of the shot. And that's how they make those adjustments mid-game, and
여기.
they go from having mediocre outcomes to absolutely perfect outcomes the next time.
자,
Speaking of a perfect outcome, Korea tucks the rock nicely around that really wide corner guard.
Yeah, this is a real strength of Brad Gushue. He knows when to bail out. He doesn't get sucked in to anything silly.
Clean. Clean.
Yeah, just very smart. He knows the odds. He knows the percentages.
Throw, Brad.
셋.
Head. Head.
얼마나?
되게 타이트해요.
형, 넷.
So these sweepers are right off.
Just trying to protect that red stone in 8 foot, but that one's going to drift a little far.
Yeah, as we take a look at Japan, Russia, the situation for Go Aoki. This draw a bit simpler than the last one we saw.
Out again.
He does have a wide open house he needs.
Pretty good result too, but
A little bit better than the 12-foot. And that's no problem. Lands it right in the top of the 4. Japan takes 2 and ties it up.
Whoa. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Hard. Gotta go.
Gallant with a double, gets one, misses the other.
good.
That was a missed sweep call, I think, by Team
Absol-
Canada.
Absolutely, just upped it a little early.
Yeah, and that almost never happens. That's why I'm so surprised. I mean, that is a really very unusual loss of line for Team Canada. And Brad Gushue gives his teammate the, hey, sorry about that.
그거 미리 하기에는 더블이네. 더블하면 또 게임 가야 돼. 지금 조금 공격적으로 가야 될 것 같다.
이점만 되면 3점 필요 없으니까.
나쁘지 않은 것 같아요. 일단 쑤셔 넣고.
쑤셔서?
쑤셔 넣고.
여기가 제일 좋긴 한데.
예.
되게 좋아. 안 되면 이 뒤로까지 오면 되잖아. 마음에 들어요.
아, 뒤로요.
좋아, 좋아.
오케이. 뒤로예요?
응.
여덟.
Not showing any signs of frustration, missing that last shot.
No. You know, Brad's got a 3-point lead. There's really nothing to be frustrated about. Their shot on the button, undercover. The Korean stone is wide open now. And now Korea, after going through options, had that team meeting. And they're going to try and position a rock
여덟 좋아.
underneath one of the center guards.
여덟 좋아. 그럼.
Not setting up shot yet, but setting up a way to get to that shot rock of Canada's on the forefoot.
야, 키보가 hard. Hard.
Oh, and they might get the Brooklyn off this one. Yeah, that absolutely was not the called shot, but you know, this comes down to that. You got to play your reality. Sometimes you don't get the perfect throw or the perfect read.
We're doing this. We got to play it pretty aggressive.
Okay.
But wow, making something out of nothing
I got
there.
half of the back one.
Want to do this?
It's just, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I think scoreboard says that.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with Brad.
Like this?
You come around that centre, you're getting dragged around back of tee. You don't want that.
Normal weight, Mark?
And you're still shot
Yeah,
above
pretty
tee.
straight. Yeah, I think that's
So
perfect,
they're
guys.
going pretty aggressive here. That means they're going to go hard for this roll, hard for the double takeout. It's across the face.
Wait.
Weight's good. Might be a hair rig.
Whoa!
Weight's good.
Close! Yep. Yeah.
Remember, this jumped on him right at the end the last time.
Roll it in there. Roll it in there.
Straight to it. Pump it over.
Attaboy. Real nice.
Real nice.
Great shot.
Rolls down in for third shot.
Perfect.
And now Korea has no option other than to start hitting.
Roll it in there.
Straight to it. Pump it over.
Attaboy. Real nice.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa!
Roll it in there. Roll it in
Straight
there.
to it. Straight to it. Pump it over.
Attaboy.
That's a
Real
beautiful
nice.
shot from every angle.
Great shot.
아웃도 맞지? 인턴? 아까 많이 들었어.
이거부터 맞으면 안 돼. 이거부터 맞으면 안 돼. 무조건 이거부터.
May be able to come down, catch 3/4 of the yellow on the right, the back of the yellow on the left, and run down into the house.
Yeah, that's what they're hopeful for, to get as much action, clear the front, and
오!
pull their shooter into the house. This one's running a little wide on him.
Okay, opens up and rolls a corner guard.
Yeah, that ends up pretty good.
But
Korea want that
think the
4-foot
scoreboard
area
still
nice
says
and
hit.
open for their
that
last
quiet?
rock.
No, it's good. Not
That was
quiet.
nice, normal.
If anything, it's a little solid.
Okay.
It's good weight.
Canada got to be a little bit cautious.
So we take a look at Switzerland, Italy.
Little less.
The situation for Mark Pfister. He's got a short run.
hard! Hard! Oh, whoa, whoa.
Try and pop the Italian stone off the back of the forefoot.
Keep it there. As good as I can do with it.
Playing in a control weight. And his brother Enrico Pfister working hard to hold the line. Do they have it? Oh, not how they planned it, but they do manage to pick the Italian stone off and tie up the game. It's 2-2 after 4 between Switzerland and Italy. We take a look at Germany, Scotland. That's Daniel Herberg. He is holding the brush in the house for Ryan Sherrard, who's come in for Alexander Baumann at the skip position.
Mine's good.
It's all Scotland in the rings. Sherrard needs to move some granite and sit shot, and unfortunately just hits on the wrong angle, gives up a steal of 2, and Scotland, the hard-charging Scotland, up by 5 after 4 ends.
Shot. Good. Shot.
Chase it.
Good.
Yeah.
Hack.
Yep.
A really nice draw
Oh, that's
in
just
behind
good,
that
nice.
corner
Speed-wise.
guard
Yeah. I think going away from center
from
does slide.
Song Se Hai.
I think we got to chase it, don't we? I think so.
Canada already
Just
sitting
throw-
on top
well,
of the
no,
button.
I was going to say throw
Just-
peel.
just hack?
Yeah, I don't have much today.
Looks like lots of ice. Don't you think?
Yeah, I don't mind the hairless. They still really took their time.
Like a hair less. I mean, the option is to take the guard and roll in, and,
yeah.
and you know, like.
I'd split the difference of that. Yeah, I'd go back. It looks better there. Yeah.
Speed's nice here.
Oh, that's precision. So delicate hack weight, takeout, trying to
Little pass ahead.
Just hack.
maneuver underneath
Wide hack.
the
Yep,
corner
hack weight.
guard,
Yep.
tap.
Weight's good.
Hard! Hard,
This will
Jack!
get in to bite and take the curl.
Whoa!
Have they got it past?
Watch the roll.
No, they haven't.
Roll to the
Second
8 foot.
prize is the hit and roll
Yep. Right beside it.
into the rings.
Yep.
What hell? Is there a possible triple there?
A little light, maybe.
Really close.
Definitely curled. Thought I was out to it yet. Probably not the easiest double. What's that? Probably not the easiest double. No.
차라리 이것보다 이거 먼저 맞는 게 나을 것 같아. 이거 하면
Can they get enough action on that centre
차라리
yellow?
맞으면 어. 어. 예, 차라리 이게 나을 것 같아. 이거 하면은 얘들 할 거 이거밖에 없겠죠.
Can't believe they've not looked at the catching the yellow that's on the right hand side of the centre line, around 3/4. Roll across to the other yellow. Them two yellows on the centre line would disappear. Yeah, they're looking at it now.
Yeah, that is the easier way to make this. If you try and go just in between the two, your shooter, depending on the weight and the rotation, can take the action up and roll out of the rings on the top side. They're looking at it now. They're worried that that one rock will shoot straight into the Canadian stone on the side. That very rarely happens.
안 빠지면.
어. 네. 아니면.
아니면 동시에 쳐보거나.
동시에 치면
Lots of discussion over this one.
이게 제일 마음에 든다.
쳐놓고
마음에 들어?
Not sure I agree with this call.
It looks to me that Kim Chang-min and his squad have settled on just a hit and flop on top of the one Canadian stone.
자, 너무 많아. 너무 많아. 더?
Could potentially find himself in a bit of danger if they don't get the angles right in this.
기량법 4. 다운. 세게 웨이트.
Not a lot of weight.
They're working hard to hold this.
Don't want to roll up over the top. That's what they have done. Branko shall just ping that outside one though.
백업 정도.
Just want to hit and roll right next to it.
Yep.
Roll right there.
Yep.
Without bumping it too much. Okay. I like solid. Yeah.
Just over curling fractionally.
It does sit in a pretty good
I mean,
spot.
even if you rolled right there,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit and roll right next to it with firm or peel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it
if
looks like
peel,
they're
if you
electing
hit
to
it
play the
too
straight
hard,
turn here.
Knock to the side of the floor.
Yeah, you just don't want to bump it for like a pocket for him, but if you
No, I
can
know.
bump it,
Side of the
yeah,
floor,
a long way, it's okay. That's why I kind of like this weight. It gives us a little bit more option.
Yeah. Don't mind hair less. Yeah, I like it.
So the situation, up weight takeout, wants to hit pretty much right where Mark Nichols' broom was. Maybe a little to the inside. This runs so straight over here.
Well, doesn't make the roll. Kim Chan-min with a nose hit for 2.
좀 약했어.
네. 펌퍼예요?
So they just threw this path. He's likely going to throw a bit more weight to hold it somewhat straighter.
If he could pick up 2 in this 5th end with his final rock going into the break, I think he'll be in a lot happier place.
And that looks pretty good. And it's not just pretty good, it's great. Korea finally gets on the scoreboard. It's in the 5th end, and it's 2 points to pull within 1. They've got some fun stuff to talk about in the break.
이거 왜 좀 세죠?
약간?
아, 오케이.
많이 세진 않는 것 같아.
And in the 2nd end, some outstanding rock positioning by Canada forces Kim Chang-min to a difficult tap through a port for 1, and just over curls, doesn't quite have the weight. Canada steals a single point. And in the 4th, Canada sits perfectly hidden 2 stones directly behind a center guard. Kim Chang-min needs the side of the button to hold Canada to 1. The sweepers get on it right away. They pound it the entire way down the sheet. There is just not enough pace on this stone. It's a steal of 2. And Team Canada's got a 3-point lead, but with some great maneuvers by Team Korea, they've got a chance to pull within 1. It's a short run takeout, and they nail it. We head into the break. Korea 2, Canada 3.
Nice shot.
Updating around the rink, Japan and Russia in a tight battle, 4-5. Germany versus Scotland. Scotland up by 5 points. And in the other match, Switzerland and Italy, they're all tied up. Quite the battle on sheet D.
남겨가지고 상대가 하게 만들고 우리가 없어져 버리면 상대는 너무 쉽게 가잖아. 그런 게 연결이 잘 안 돼. 나도 마무리를 해야 되고 연결하면서 마무리해주고 연결하면서 마무리해주고 그러면 그 다음 샷 왔을 때 좀 도와주고 웨이트나 이런 것들 좀 잡아주고 이렇게 해서 알겠지? 생각보다 내가 어떤 웨이트 찾는데 좀 뻗더라, 생각보다 어떤 웨이트 찾는데 좀 돌더라 이런 거 얘기해주면 서로 제안할 수 있잖아. 그러면 그 다음 사람이 샷하기 편하잖아.
Him and Mark, they devoured the whole.
We're best end right now.
Checking in on the statistical play overall, the edge clearly to Canada, and where you've got to look, those draw numbers. Managing the draw speed is going to be critical for Korea to pull out a victory here. Canada's got it. They are throwing them very well, and Korea needs to settle in, figure out the different sides of the ice, and start upping that draw percentage. You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. We're coming to you live from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Ann Swisshelm, and I'm joined by Kenny Edwards. And this game got very interesting in that fifth end. Korea generated a beautiful score of 2 points to pull within 1 of Canada and move the needle significantly as they aim towards a victory over the reigning world champions. And Jeff Walker, we saw him struggle a little bit early in the game, so his current game numbers are down from his tournament accuracy. He's got maybe a mismatched pair of stones, and they really utilized his rocks to read what was happening on this sheet of ice.
Yeah, for sure, Ann.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Yep. Go ahead.
But he really has got a hold of his rocks now
He didn't throw that one as well as he
and
has been.
putting them exactly where he wants them.
형 때리자. 형
난 별로.
때리고 천천히 가자. 천천히 가자.
오케이. Bump. Okay, bump.
First time in the game that Canada have had last stone advantage.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny that they're not going hard for it. I would have maybe predicted a corner guard, just maybe being a little aggressive, but it could be that with those stones being a bit awkward, the pair that's in Jeff Walker's hands, that Canada's going to be a little conservative with their approach.
Do you roll under or roll away? Roll under?
Wants to roll under. Board.
Whoa.
Big boost.
Whoa.
Board. Just board.
No.
Roll away.
Yep.
So this is that straight stone.
No, we're on there.
Slid out slow and a big ad there.
Yeah.
That was never going to curl. Okay.
One
I got a real low split.
Bump.
High split. Bump.
Oh, Unsu, he is on form.
Wait, good.
라인. 오, 클린.
Wait, good.
클린. 얍.
Just missed the sweep call a little bit there. End up over curling, showing the other side. And I'm very interested in how Canada is calling this end. Does this not seem a little cautious?
Whoa, easy. Good way.
Yeah,
Wait's
maybe
good.
just going to
Whoa.
play the scoreboard. They've got last stone advantage.
Whoa. Yep.
Coming down a little.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Roll it, Jeff. My fault.
Well, he rolled in a little.
핵.
Straight there.
It's tough. Like, usually it's pretty obvious what you got to do.
Whoa. Pick up. Whoa, 너무 세.
Pick up. Ball. Hang. Hang up.
Whoa.
Ball. Ball. No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. 끝까지. 살 수는
Again, this
있어.
one
슈터 살
running
수는
a
있어.
little straighter on this intern side. Just feel that
여기 되게 스트레이트야.
Koreans haven't
오픈라인.
maybe picked up on that yet.
Yeah,
아까 내거 봤지?
they seem a little surprised by how things are going. Where Team Canada, they know what's happening. They're just maybe not managing it as sharply as they would like. But they know what to expect.
Whoa. Afraid off. Curl up. Might get lucky here. Yep.
Yeah, something happened on the end of the delivery there for Brett Gallant. We see he's got a little bit of a wobble, and he catches something on the ice that he doesn't like. Might have gone underneath the stone.
Control. Normal. 나 normal 할게. normal. normal. 여기 좀 형. 스트레이트. 한 7 차이겠지? 8.
8은 약할 것 같아.
뻑뻑하다. 7.
나도 7 괜찮을 것 같아. 8은 좀 약할 것 같아. 8은 약할 것 같아. 바깥쪽이라 했어. 아무래도 바깥쪽이니까 빠르진 않을 거 아니야.
So 75% for Song Se Hai.
웨이트가 문제가 아니야.
This one looks a little high.
And it is.
Now Canada have the chance to utilise that centre guard. And
You know,
we'll see.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played this
Take a
much time.
peek at Germany, Scotland. Remember, the lineup change for Germany, they've lost their skip. Ryan Sherrard stepping up, hoping to make an impact, but Scotland's got 4 rocks sitting in the rings.
It's a little tight, guys.
Similar shot to the last one we saw. Executed well. Germany hangs a single point on the board. Scotland still up by 4, and they've got the hammer playing the 6th.
No. Doesn't need it. Higher the better. Higher the better. Well, I'd rather
Paul Mark Nichols, just before he threw that stone, said to Brad Gushue, let's play the out turn. We know what it's doing. The in turn's a little bit straighter.
14초 나왔어.
And
what you threw.
14초.
you might have guessed it. He found the right spot in behind that guard.
Yeah, that ice awareness is really critical to a team's success. You could play either turn, but why not play the one you know best, the one where your sweepers have seen the most stones, have had the most success judging. Really smart input from Mark Nichols. Song Se Hai
Room.
needs to try and keep pace with
잘 가.
his opposition counterpart.
갈수 있어. 허르시야.
It's a near team sweep to drag this as far as you can. And that rock sits in a pretty good spot. And it's a controlled position.
I don't think you do much with that red one. Yeah.
I think he can hit enough. Well,
You throw any weight there to just run.
Go here then?
no. I think the intern's a better result, but
I think so.
Well, if you think he can hit enough of that, then intern's no good.
I don't think he can.
Beth, a good third.
I think the best
Third
he can
will
do
make
is back
contact
full
with
weight.
it.
You're not going to do anything.
yeah, he probably
If we
can't
draw
throw
over
a
there and
heck
he
of a
makes
lot of
it, he
weight at it.
rolls
He's
a
got
little
like
bit,
a
then we're right
small
behind
half.
it.
Yeah, I think we go here. Obviously, if it's heavy, we got to take it right out of the forefoot.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it back button.
No,
Okay.
right there. Just past it.
I
Yeah.
just think the O-turn's the only way that they get out of it if we hang it at all.
Just talking through the different scenarios.
You're getting a little bit of
Top button.
Brett Gallant and Brad Gushue.
Just make sure we're past that other one. Hey?
Yep. Same throw's good.
Same throw.
And really what they're trying to do is kind of limit the opportunity of Team Korea to bail out of this end.
Solid little
Mark Nichols, 95%.
You know, he's really just a monster out there in performance, what he's capable of doing.
Long way, guys. T, biting T. Whoa. Jeff did it. Whoa. Jeff. Whoa.
Just want to make sure it's passed.
Whoa, you're
One of the best all-around players in the game.
Good, perfect. Good shot.
Good
And
judge.
so calm, really so generous to his teammates.
일단 안 되면 하나 더 오픈해야 되는 것 같아요. 그다음에 너무
Yeah, a foot shorter. The doubles there on the yellows, a foot deeper.
The
and
freeze.
The freeze. So absolute pistol.
이거 아니면은 바로.
그래도 더블이 나오니까 2점은 주니까 바로 보자.
네.
So after some discussion, Team Korea settled on the run double takeout or double run double takeout.
Could spell a little bit of danger if you don't make this right. If you catch this on the nose, you could pick the two reds out of play, leave two yellows.
Yeah. And this is that straighter spot on the ice. As long as you don't catch a bit of the center line, because once you touch that center line, the rock curls real quick.
This line looks good though.
Good shot. Okay.
Well, these two red counters in play. Kim Chan-ming so close to making a perfect shot.
What's that?
So close, and
Yeah, that's good. What do you think of that ice for hack, Jeff? Looks pretty close to me. I'd say it's on the max side of anything. Okay.
Hack weight?
Yep. Just hack, same as what I threw last time. Hack, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you like that ice, Brett?
I do, yeah. For that weight, this thing is real good.
Okay.
so the way that Brad Gushue loops all of his teammates into the shot selection and execution responsibility, they all have ownership. It's really great. So it keeps everybody engaged and responsible throughout the end. And that is curling hard. We know how hard it finishes here.
Good shot.
What a shot by Brad Gushue. Hits and flops in on top of his own yellow.
Good shot. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I just rolled that half rock too
Here,
far.
yeah.
Leaves them to run.
Takes that away from him.
Yeah, leaves the run stuff. But
Yeah, really, the only shot left after this beautiful little hit and roll is the run takeout. The good news for Korea is that they just threw it. They know this line. Their skip just threw it.
He's very close to this. Running this one back, looking for the double. 1, 2. Ah, so unlucky for Kim Chan-min.
They just missed the sweep call on that. It's just.
Jeff's been throwing the out.
Yeah, the out's fine. I don't think
Yeah,
Didn't
it
look
just
a
it was a
lot
beautiful
nicer, it's
shot,
just-
so close.
What path do you
to
like?
getting
Jeff?
everything.
Are you okay with the in?
I think the in just might be a little bit more of a guess than
A
speed.
little more of a guess. Okay.
I think it'll be the same, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a little slower on the end.
I like the end.
Yeah.
Just throw
Brad
it.
Gushu having an
Yeah.
absolutely extraordinary game at 93%.
If anything, I actually thought the out was a bit foot quicker than it was a couple ends ago after the sixth end, but so I think just a little more even throwing or the
A
same.
couple more feet, though. I like. Okay.
Couple more
You
feet.
can be off it, it'll come down.
I think we can go.
This final stone, it is a
Sounds good.
draw
Yep,
for
it is.
2. He needs a little bit into the
Line's
8-foot.
fine. Line's
Split and
fine.
G-line.
Line's fine.
This rock looks pretty good. Walker and Gallant simply cleaning it right down onto the pin. Sliding away.
Yeah, good
Brad
end, guys.
Gushu, well executed shots. Canada takes 2, and they're up by 3 once again. Korea will have hammer as we play 7.
Good ad.
I like that one.
I mean,
Line's a little tight. Line's a little tight.
I think line's fine with this rock.
4 foot,
Okay.
It's all there. It looks sliding nice.
maybe more action.
No,
You're looking at the reigning world champions, Team Canada.
it's not good. Looks good.
Good.
They've got a 3-point lead and ownership of the top of the button right now. Oansu
Nice, good.
gonna put this counterclockwise, rotating corner guard into play.
자, 얼마 넣으세요?
4초예요.
Slid pretty slow.
Yeah.
Line's good.
When you've got a team like
Just full 8, guys.
Brad
You can go.
Gushu
Go
and
Go
Mark
ahead.
Nichols,
Go
a
ahead.
back
Go
end,
ahead.
and a team of this experience, a
Hard
back
can
end
go, the
playing,
line will be okay.
you know,
Hard,
above
hard, hard.
90%. What can Korea do to get back into this game?
Shot, Jeff.
What they've got to do is place their stones in the perfect position. Get some stones in play. There hasn't been a lot of stones in play, and I feel that's maybe where Korea have struggled ever so slightly. Maybe trying to keep the game tight rather than maybe going out there to win it.
So just kind of going for it, allowing rocks to be put in play.
Yeah, we're in the 7th end now. I think if I was Kim Chan-min, I'd start to try and push this now. Maybe take a couple of chances.
끝까지. Yep.
Yeah, you are definitely running out of time, running out of rocks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, what is it, third quarter?
It's pretty thin.
Looks like quarter or less.
Like, you only want to hit an inch or two of it.
As we take a look at Germany and Scotland. Germany has a stone frozen on the button. The only real estate left for Bruce Mowat and Team Scotland is a bigger piece of that button. It's a key draw to increase their lead.
Loads of room. Whoa.
Close. No, 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 close, no, no, Hami.
Just no line on that one.
많이 더 뒤로 올 수 있어.
With that, Germany makes a little bit of a dent.
갈수 있어.
It's 6 for Scotland, 3 for Germany. They head into the 7th.
Yeah, we've seen a great double in our feature matchup from Gallant.
3/4, 2/3.
Now all of a sudden, all of the play is in the rings. Canada's thrilled with this.
Whoa.
I mean, it's second, and there's nothing out front.
Hard. Whoa, whoa. Hard. Looks like we're still gonna make contact. Watch the shooter. It's never
Called that one early to
gonna get it out.
sweep it over the top. Didn't want to
not a terrible
just kiss the red and remove that yellow off the back.
Yeah, and Canada gets bit by that straight side of the ice. Just overthrows that a bit, maybe pops that out a hair wide from Gallant.
돌아야 돼. 기다리면 돼. 기다려야 돼, 세연아. 기다려봐.
Now, Team Korea's got a chance
길어, 상관없어.
to create a little traffic in front of the rings.
세연아, 가.
It's got a lot of curling to do. A lot of curling to do.
Well, doesn't really cover that red stone top of the button.
good board.
Yeah, and it's those little opportunities, and when Canada gives you those half shots, you've got to capitalize. And if Korea can't do that, Canada is going to absolutely run away with this game.
Yep.
Heavy board.
Heavy board. Yeah.
Close to normal.
Whoa. Heavy board. Yep.
Green, yes.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Mark Nichols going to make contact with that red. Bumps it through. Is the yellow going to hang on? I don't think so.
이렇게 이쪽 스피드 좋아.
And checking in around the rink, Russia 1 up on Japan. Scotland's got that 3-point lead over Germany. And Italy is 2 up on Switzerland.
여섯.
Oh, room.
So now Korea finally getting a little risky, doing a little bit of the math that they need to do. playing the draw here.
Sit!
It sits a little long, but
Yeah.
Same weight.
You want to throw the same weight?
Sure.
it is going to push a
Looking
stone
for about
behind the
2/3.
rings. You know, when
Want to see if
Canada
we can spin that
executes
a little
this,
this way.
the rock will sit behind the tee line.
I think the call would be just to actually catch the yellow,
Gotta go.
maybe an inch high, and just
Lose
run
it.
the current stone that's top of the four and the red out of play.
Gotta go, guys. Hard, gotta go.
And that's what they've done. Perfect shot from Mark Nichols. Didn't want to leave anything back tee.
Nice sweeping. Good.
The thought process of these guys is so sharp when they're out there. They're under so much pressure
Yeah,
that
probably
they
was tight ice.
We were this much off the rock in the first.
99% of the time make the right call.
Yeah, it's just something to watch. There's a lot of Canadian fans here. Lots of solid support happening for the team from Newfoundland.
왼 이어서. 라인
And,
좋아. 은수야. 다섯. 흐름.
you know, those guys do not disappoint.
웨이트 할게요.
웨이트 와야 돼. 혈기복 깎아지 가. 깎아. 그렇지. 내다.
Really working this hard.
끝까지 아직 안 보인다.
은수야.
No. No. No.
Got really good line. And that rock sits in a beautiful spot.
Yeah, it's tucked in behind.
Yeah.
Korea certainly not lying down to Canada.
No, and that's the kind of rock placement that we were talking about, that
I
perfect
don't know
rock
if we can, I
placement,
don't know if there's enough curl for us to get that out.
really forcing
I don't think there's enough curl on that intern for us to get it out, is there?
a tough shot
How much
for
do you see?
Like an inch or
Brad
two?
Gushu.
I think
the
so.
only
I
way to
think
get
it's
it
pretty
out
high
is with
guard.
hack.
You can probably get half a hack.
Okay. That's what it looks like from the hack anyway. The other option I see is kind of draw one in here.
Whatever you like.
I like both.
What do you like, Jeff? I like Chase, man. I think you can get it out. You think? Okay.
Well, they're electing to come around. The in turn, they believe, there's a
Real-
bit more curl
real
than
straight here, though. That's
the
what
out turn off the
yeah,
centre.
But mine are exaggerated straight.
Halfway guard. I think there's room.
I thought they might just come the out turn at battering weight. If you catch the guard, fine. If you sneak past, you're going to be in a great spot.
I
Yeah.
understand that. Straight and then finish.
But the front end really talked
It's right there.
Gushu into throwing this.
Like I'm probably gonna need. I can't just throw that quiet hack because if we're hitting half, it's not gonna
What
go
hack
right.
would you throw to here?
I gotta be at least past the hack.
Okay.
And that's what he can see. About a quarter, maybe a third of that rock from the hack.
I don't know if you can see much at all. And
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yes.
two of the best sweepers in the house, though.
Yep. Yes.
It bends hard at the end here in this spot.
Walker going hard.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, what a throw from Brad Gushu. Pushes that red through, hangs the shooter around.
Fantastic. It actually doesn't get better than that. That simple, looks like a relatively simple shot, just a little tap, takeout. Boy, they navigate that guard perfectly. Here's the release. Weight's communicated immediately.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yes.
And Nichols on it with the line. Walker holding for line. And that rock gets
Whoa. Whoa.
by about an inch. Gallant takes over. And that's fantastic. Kim Chang-min, he wants to put that rock back. Tease. tease Canada to try that again.
Yeah, he just needs to grow another couple of inches.
Nice go.
Big call from Kim Cha-min. Must make shot. Don't want to give up.
Yeah, but now they're bending it to be open on the inside.
Yep.
That was a missed sweep. They had the outside sweeper directionally sweeping that stone in, and now it gives Canada access on the other side. So watch this, the outside sweeper slips in. No need. They're making that curl right now. Why?
Yep.
You know, it's Sit's shot,
Just a
but
hair across.
it's
Don't think there's enough curl.
Or we try and
On the
chase it through
intern.
here. That actually looks tougher to me than the last shot you played. It just doesn't look easy.
If you hear that top
don't
red,
do it with, like,
just
back
hack
eight,
weight.
Try to lie too.
It'll curl enough
What's
to
that? You might be able to
push
do
the
it
red
with back
through.
8,
that
back
goes
12,
in there
try to
a
lie
lot,
too.
doesn't it?
No.
I feel like we've seen that movie before. This one looks like it goes under. What's that? Looks like it goes under to me. Well, if you hit it thin enough, yes. But if you hit it here, I think.
Okay, I like the tap. Tap's
With
a good
this
shot.
spin, it's
I'm good with
gripping
this.
and it's going to go this way, right? I'm good with this tap.
I like your tap.
Do you think that goes under?
I think it does. I mean, yeah, if you hit
less- like a
2/3 and you hit
third or
the
less.
side of it, doesn't.
What do you think?
I've already been wrong on this once. I think it goes under, but like I said, I was wrong last time. I think the first movement's forward, but
I think less than half it goes under.
Goes
the spin,
onto
I
it?
think it's just kicking
No,
a
it
little
goes
this
under.
way. Less than
Yeah.
half, I think. What's that? I think less than half it goes under it. It might touch it, but it's going out. To me, it looks like it. But
I don't
I'm okay
mind
with
this
the tap,
either,
but I'm
Brad.
okay
Like-
playing back 12 if you want to go through
We
the
just
hole.
we just haven't seen this a whole bunch, this out turn. Like it's pretty precise too. Like if I just hit it on the nose,
Quarter rock appeal.
get it in the area.
let's
I think.
give this a go, Mark. I think this one will go under. I'm gonna see what that hack waiter looks like from the hack, but
So still not fully decided what they're going to do yet. Thinking about the hack weight through in between the two stones or slash that yellow into the red.
it's like this.
Yep. Quarter rock.
Nice, looks good.
Appeal weight.
Well, I'd like it to be thinner if I can.
Yeah. Quarter's good though.
So little less, Mark. Yeah.
Brad remembering how straight this side is with this turn. And he's going to throw some up weight.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Just looking to catch around half to a quarter. Sprays everything.
Mark Nichols was right. It goes pretty straight sideways.
What'd you hit?
There's stones.
What? What'd you hit? Third? No.
Caught that one around half stone.
Maybe even a hair less. It goes just straight sideways almost. And with nothing in the rings and no opportunity for multiple points, Team Korea throws their final stone of the 7th end into the bin. And they'll retain the hammer as we get ready to play 8. Score stands at Korea 2, Canada 5.
이번 엔드는 그냥 도박해야 될 건데 아마 무조건
That's what I thought it would do against Scotland.
Yeah, that's what we all thought it would do. That's what we played the shot.
I didn't have a close look
I know.
at
I think they were just too tight, and then when you hit it thin, you couldn't
second
change
rock?
the angle enough.
No spin. like no spin. Like you hit ours onto there. Like in this one, watch the replay, no spin on that second round. No. Until it hits. And that's the exact same thing. I was like,
You're watching coverage of Korea versus Canada from the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada, the United States of America. And our score is Canada 5, Korea 2. I'm Ann Swisshelm, and I'm joined by Kenny Edwards for the last couple of ends here. Korea's got the last stone advantage in 8 and likely again in 10. They are going to need every opportunity to get back into this game. It all starts right here. Oh An-soo and his corner guards.
야, 가까이 있어. 빨라. 가까이 있어 그래도. 왜 좋아요? 클린해, 은수야. 오, 끝. 좀 빠르다 여기.
Yeah, throwing up the corner guard. It's a little bit wide for me. I like that in and around the one of the 361 logo.
Yeah, it slipped wide. And now you're seeing the leads comparison.
Top 12. What'd you say?
You know, this is sometimes statistics don't tell the full story.
that weight's good.
You know, that corner guard by Oh An-soo, or sorry, Lee K-bok
There.
was maybe a little wide, but he gets full marks. And in the head-to-head battle, I'd actually be giving it to Jeff Walker, even though statistically it says it's going to Team Korea.
여기 조금 더 위에.
So desperate times, desperate measures, Kenny.
Absolutely, you're in the 8th end. You're going to have to go big.
Single peel here.
And King Chan-min, I think, is going to go big or go home because he's throwing the double corner guard, one either side.
And they're well placed. There's no double peel available for Team Canada. Oh, this is too early. This is too early. This is a bit of a panic call here.
Yeah, I believe he thinks these two Yellowstones are going to pose him a little bit of danger, so he's going to move them now. I do feel like probably have thrown another couple of corner guards before you make a play in the ones in the house.
Yeah, spend some time out there. And you know, in the corner guards, when they go to peel, they could pick off their own stones in the center of the rings. This plays right into Team Canada's game plan, actually. He's up by 3.
Third is close.
And we saw the double peel made last end by Brett Gallant. He wants another one right here.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Hard. 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 Gotta go. Hard. Good.
1, 2, both reds out of play. Gallant on fire.
This is a beautiful shot.
가드 한 번 더. 가드 한 번 더.
가드. 가드 좀.
센터 가드.
아. 형이 돌려, 세현이. 형이 돌려.
Again, you gotta wonder about that selection on seconds first.
Absolutely, and just too early to come down.
And quite frankly, when you're down by 3 points, advice for you young skips at home, you're down by 3 points. They've put some rocks in play. Yes, you're gonna have to deal with them at some point, but see them as your friend as much as possible. Use them. And, you know, get comfortable with seeing those rocks in the house and know that they're going to be something you can freeze up next to, use to your benefit, but you don't have to do it too early, especially when you're down 3 and there's only 3 ends to play.
Yep. Gotta go. Get it off the line.
Hard, Brad.
Hard. Okay, you're good now. You're good now.
Nice sweeping.
Shot.
And now Canada's being left with really basic, really routine shots.
Just kicking a little tight there.
Yeah, you can't afford to leave just run-of-the-mill routine shots for.
And there's the story of the game. You called it early. Kenny Edwards, the difference maker. Mark Nichols at 95% and Song Se-ai playing at 75.
난 7. 아니, 난 느낌은 그 정도야.
아까 6형 여기로 아예 백 나왔으니까 거의 그냥이야.
6 괜찮아. 6번. 오케이.
It's an opportunity for Song Se-ai to put a rock in the back of the rings.
라인 많대.
라인 많아.
라인 진짜 많대.
라인 많아. 운시야 와. 이제 와.
계속 가스야.
하루시야.
뒤까지 가면 돼.
와 계속.
계속
Gallant makes a nice draw. Isn't it behind the, still on top of the 12 foot.
And taking a look over at Germany, Scotland. Scotland had a pretty commanding 5-point lead at one point. Bruce Mowat with his last stone needs a raise.
Yeah, he's just
A
looking
tap.
he's just looking to give up one here and play the scoreboard.
Yep, and he does. Removes one of the German stones. They steal one, they pull within 2.
Sweeping, Jeff. Oh, man.
As we peek in on Japan, Russia. Go Aoki. He needs a draw. He needs full 8 foot. Aoyama, Shikuya, guiding this stone right into the 4 foot. Beautifully done. Japan ties things up after 8. It's 5-5. Russia's got the hammer playing 9. So the run back for Brad Gushue.
Yep. For the second less.
Well, clean.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Hard. 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 Watch roll.
Well, Brad Gushue just runs that Yellowstone back onto the red.
Sorry, Brad.
And
형 웨이트 뭐예요?
oh boy, that is hard to overcome. Brad Gushue at 95%. Kim Cheng-min, 67%. Has not had a lot of success with his draws.
백라인.
Called hit and roll, I thought.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Thought so.
세이크 들어 얼만데?
7반 7반이에요.
세아 조금만 줄여줘. 그냥 완전 나갈 정도로.
네.
그냥 해. 백업.
백업. 백업.
와우.
백업.
와우. 백업.
와우.
예.
예.
예. 백이야 이거.
Kim Chang-min needing to make a nice
hard.
hit and roll underneath. Has he caught enough of the top one? He has. All he's left really is the run back once again.
야, 묶어야 돼.
Yeah, he is shot. He's under the corner. Team Canada has the nearly exact same shot as they just executed.
Whoa, clean, clean, clean. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Must be very close. They're on and off this one.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Well, that one just took a big curl towards the end. They weren't panicking about that one.
They were not. And I think Brad Gushue had a bit of a wobble and a bit of a different release on this one.
Yeah, it curled. We were on the nose.
And just surprised them.
The last two ran dead straight down there.
He's frustrated, but once Korea got brave with its shot selection, right? This is what we're talking about. Once they allowed the Canadian stones to be what they use to maneuver around and next to and behind.
박으면 안 돼.
One errant shot out of Brad Gushue leads to an opportunity for Korea to draw the full four and hang 2 points on the board in the 8th end.
Nice shot.
There's life left in Korea.
Curled a few inches too.
They pull within one.
Like I thought out of my
Canada
hand.
will have last stone advantage when we play 9.
Side. Maybe a little bit thicker, but what's that?
여기까지 물을 뜯자. 여기까지 물을 뜯자.
저도 1점까지만.
아. 저들 뜯어야 돼. 왜냐? 시간 뒤집도 하고 엑스트라 가야 돼.
엑스트라 가야
물 뜯어야지.
저희 타임 안 썼죠?
안 썼어. 타임 한 번 있고 시간이 있으니까 천천히 하면 되겠다.
네.
여기 가자.
네.
이 웨이트가 제일 좋은 것 같아 나한테.
네.
이 라인은.
쉴때 이거 조금 따갔으니까.
It looked tighter, like it was on tighter line, but.
가든? 하나. 1까지 나쁘지 않을 것 같아. 하나잖아. 닦으면 땡겨갈 수 있을 것 같다, 이거. 2만 안 나오면 된다, 2만. 10초 남았어. 아직 괜찮아, 아직 여유로. 천천히 해.
Session 9, N9 in this 361 World Men's Curling Championship. Round robin matchup between Korea and Canada. Canada 5-4 ahead.
룸.
하나.
세 보여.
Canada also with last stone advantage.
야 가까이 있어.
나이스 캣.
넘어가.
됐어.
Half the forfeit, guys. Mine's good. Mine's good.
Let go, man.
Mine's nice. You can keep going. Mine's okay. Mine's good. Yep. Hard. Hard, guys, hard. Go hard. Hard, boys. As you can. Hard.
Canada going tight with this,
Sorry, guys.
drifting down in. I think the call was to come top of the 8 foot.
판을 깔렸다.
아까 세현이 형 거 붙여있죠?
뭐?
팔 아니었냐?
기보가 그거는 더 밖에 라인이잖아.
근데 비슷한 거 같아요.
그래? 팔났어. 근데 나니 치면 좋겠어.
오케이, 좋아요.
Lee K-Bok this time coming around.
7.
하든! 여튼!
룸! 나이스 캣!
이제 내가
나이스 캣!
파이팅!
It's really working this one for weight.
하은씨야. 오, 나란히.
Peel it.
Can you just make the double?
What's that? I kind of like this. Okay, how much weight? Might be able to poke that out a little bit, just board.
Board weight?
Yeah.
So he's tight. It's good.
Board. Good board. Weight's
Clean,
nice.
yep. Whoa.
Weight's
Yep.
good.
So that Korean
Yeah,
stone had
hard.
slipped
Gotta go, Mark.
onto the rings.
Hard.
It allows Canada to hit it.
Roll a bit. Good shot.
And Bruce Mowat with his last stone in the 8th end. He's got to navigate one of his own stones in the top of the rings to get rid of the German counter sitting in the back of the forefoot. And not a problem. Scotland hangs 3 more points on the board, and they take the victory 9-4 over Germany. Big win for Team Scotland. They're at 4-1 now.
백버튼. 고. 계속 기겨와. 고. 기보가. 고. 샷.
Great draw in behind. Oh, and so finds a piece of the button in behind the long centre guard, the tight yellow guard. Korea needing to take a gamble, and the gamble paying off.
Make sure the shooter, Jeff. Good try.
Tried to catch a piece of that yellow.
Yeah, looking for as much production as possible from every single rock.
센터. 룸. 룸. 세연아.
세현이 형, 세현이 형이.
살아있어.
비슷해요. 웨이트 좋아요.
세현아 와. 세현이 형이.
So this one looking really long,
좀만 더.
starting to bend. I'd love to split that center line.
여기서 많이 주면 돼. 여기서 많이 주고.
여기 안, 형 여기 안 나가요. 여기가 더 안 나가요.
And it's a tough situation facing Amos Mozaner and Team Italy. Switzerland's got 2 rocks on the forefoot. And Mozaner needs a massive angle run.
Quiet board. Clean.
Clean.
Yep. Whoa. On the quiet side.
Whoa!
Clean.
Doesn't get it, and they're gonna measure. We'll let you know what that ends up. Switzerland for sure takes one.
What an absolute pistol from Brett Gallant. Really has turned the screw in the second half of the game, driving that yellow guard back onto the red.
Quiet board. Clean. Clean.
Here we see it once more.
Yep. Whoa.
Delicate tap.
Hard.
Pumps it straight back. What a shot. Canada just moving in for the kill now.
Brett Gallant having an extraordinary game.
Hey.
웨이트 백.
Hey,
백.
오.
백밖에 안 돼.
Yep. 기다려.
백.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey, Kurt. Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. 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 No.
Oh, some fantastic curling in this matchup.
So,
Good job.
Weight on the nose.
just got all of it, Brad.
Yep. That's all you need.
Song Say Hi
Hack, he said.
just tapping that yellow to the back 12. Korea needing to gamble now.
Yep. It's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Ah.
Guys.
Whoa, Brad.
Don't want to stick this red on the back yellow.
Yep. Spin it off. Go.
We're going to bounce it out.
Get it out.
Just hangs around in the 12-foot maybe.
Okay.
That curls a hair more.
Just,
Would have been perfect.
you know, just a millimeter or two more, and
예. 마음에 들어 난.
마음에 들어요. 아까는 해봐가지고 웨이트 빠르잖아 이게.
타임.
so while Korea takes its time out, we are getting an update on the score from Italy, Switzerland. Switzerland with the humongous steal of 2 points in the 8th end takes a 1-point lead over Italy as they get ready for 9.
잘 생각해야 돼 지금. 롤은 별로야. 롤은 이게 있어서 내가 들어오기가 힘들어. 할 거면 지금 들어오고 아니면 방어적으로 할 거면 넣어줘야 돼. 롤? 여기까지?
그거 좋은 거 같아.
상대는 무조건 들어올 거야. 내가 따라 들어오면 1점 줘야 돼. 여기서 다 걸지 빠져나갈지 그것만 생각하면 돼.
Lim Myung-sup is making his way to his team where they're going to run through some of their options.
롤?
이
좀
돌이
안
별로 안
좋아하죠.
좋을 것 같아.
어?
이 돌이 별로 포지션이 안 좋아서 해놓고
해놓고
난 상대
기다리는 게
보고
낫다.
돌리고 이걸로 럼백 실패하면 또 이 더블 가드 있으니까 돌려놔도 될 것 같은데 이게 나중에 뭘 치든 탭을 하든 얘들 쓸 것 같아서 이거부터 해놓고 기다렸다가
정확하게 어디를 가는 게 나을까? 이마일 롤 되면 그냥 들어올 텐데.
들어와도 붙여놓고 일점 먹여야지 그러면.
오케이, 뭐. 오케이.
커먼 하운드는
너 많이 가지 말자요.
치고 가는 게.
아니 이마일 가야 되면 이마일 가야 돼.
저거 나중에 슬래시 때려야 되고 또 쓰이기 때문에
일단
이것도 쉽다, 둘 다.
쳐놓고 그 다음 2번 돌릴 수 있잖아.
네. 제 가드 3개 있어서.
가드만 주면 1점 줄 수 있다.
웨이트 괜찮아? 잘 체크해야 돼.
예, 예. 1점까지 줘도 상관없어. 핵! 방금 조금 더 올려야 돼요, 방금과.
방금 백이었어요.
So the timeout leads to the call of hit and roll under.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Heck. Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Hard line.
Switch begins to take a pull though. Has it caught top yellow?
It is just catches the top yellow and then spins out of play. Disaster outcome. You gotta wonder, you know, those timeouts and the performance after
Right there.
timeouts.
Right there, it gets accomplished the same thing.
Yeah.
Then if he plays this, we got this one to come back. We got this
Brad,
one to
if we
come
tap
back.
it on the
Question
nose
over
a
the
little,
timeouts.
like a little low.
Four guys out
This?
there on the
No,
ice.
no.
The other one.
This one.
Should be able to come together and
You don't need to tap
Yeah,
it, though.
I think it's hard
get to the decision
to
themselves.
do it without leaving him some sort of roll under.
Okay.
I think we could just go right there, Mark.
I mean, I think the reality
Yeah.
is that so often
the eight.
after timeouts,
Half open.
the teams
Well,
miss.
really, as long as we bury an inch or
Yeah.
two.
I mean, even when it's an open shot
You agree?
and it's about
Yeah, 'cause
tactics,
then you're gonna
it's
have
not
either
a
one, right?
complicated
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, I think it's more about
Base the edge on edge. Okay, I like it.
the delay
Full 12, fight the 8.
What if we just
in the
peel
game,
the red?
breaking up the momentum.
Doesn't change much, Mark. It becomes here, we can't get at it.
Okay.
Right
Yeah,
now,
it-
the red's
it-
not the
it-
issue, it's the yellow.
Moves the rhythm
Yeah. I'm just
of
asking.
your communication and your pacing
Top
really
12, fight the 8.
just
How's the
quite a
speed
bit.
on this side?
I think it's fine.
It's been played a lot.
Speed's okay on this side, you think, Brad?
I think it'd be close.
Okay. Same weight I've been throwing, like our same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fast.
Weight's
It's
good.
a little tight, Fred.
Top 8.
I think we're there.
Little
Hey,
heavy.
Whoa, then.
Whoa, then.
Whoa, then. Fighting for. Yeah, looks hard. Full four. No,
Just
no,
looking
no,
for this
no.
one in and
No
Play
line
a
at
little
all
bump.
yet.
Whoa.
top of the 12 foot.
No.
Full 8.
Yep, stay on it. Yep. Brett. Keep the angle.
Does drift a little far,
Okay.
but
I think the line would have been okay.
didn't want to be short. Errored on the professional
It was
side.
kind of coming
Yeah.
in there nice.
Curls a little more.
Decision time now for Korea. Do they gamble,
들어가보자.
들어가서
Or-
찰랑 만들어야 돼.
예.
try and tidy things up?
찰랑. 그럼
Could
없어.
potentially play a double on the yellows on the left-hand side and
근데
row
크게
underneath.
돌아오려면 라인을 어디다가 잡아야
But
될지 모르겠어.
You're only going to be half in the 8 foot. You ain't going to force an error from Brad Gushue being half in the top of the 8 foot.
Yeah, and the way things sit now with Mark Nichols' final shot slipping in a little deep, it's going to be difficult to run it because you don't have the angle that Brad was hoping to create by sitting in the top 12, knowing that Korea could draw under those staggered yellow stones and sit full 4 and buried.
Kim Chan-min
That's good. 룸.
tempting the
수지야,
inch on
라인
raw.
조금씩 끌어야 돼. 히. 여섯. 라인 그대로야. 라인 좋아. 히.
Doesn't really matter if they're back at the
워.
forefeit.
예. 워. 룸.
No, they've got to be somewhere on the tee line.
룸. 라인 진짜 많아.
여기까지 와, 여기까지 와.
라인 진짜 많아.
Just not curling enough, but does get down for shot stone. How much can Brad Gushue see of this?
We have enough to move it? I don't think you can move it very far. Maybe a rock. Then you're kind of like your idea, Mark. I'm thinking a hair high though. Hair high, bump that.
Yeah.
And it might line up onto that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's shot right now?
They are. I think same ice right where you threw it.
Okay.
If I throw back 4 weight.
Yeah, tee
Should
back
be good.
4.
Looking
Mark
for
had top 4 weight.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Brad
back
Gushue
4.
just
If I could hit
tempting
3
it at the top.
quarters to 2/3
Could come down and then turn on the left-hand side at hack weight. If
Try
it
to tap it
overcurls,
right to here,
bump
eh?
the
Right to there, eh?
yellow onto the other
Like
yellow.
that?
Yeah.
back 4,
Yeah, just move
Jeff,
the
with
angles
3
around.
quarters,
Yep.
Hit 3/4, 2/3. See if we can line these top 2 yellow up. Okay. And bump us in for shot.
So looking to accomplish quite a bit
Maybe a
to
hair
sit
left,
shot
Mark.
under staggered guards that line up.
Still looks like lots, eh? Yeah, it does. What way are you looking for exactly? Back 4. That's good.
Clean.
Goal one's
Back
got to be
four.
the tap
Line.
to
Whoa,
shot.
Back 4.
Back 4, Becky.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Line.
Whoa, Jeff.
It's really good.
Whoa, it's got to
Back
go.
Back 4.
No. Close.
Back 4. Back button.
T-line.
All right, Jeff.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Hard.
Go ahead.
Have they bumped it enough though? Yeah, they have.
It's good, I think.
Just do
Good
enough.
shot.
So the situation for Korea, it seems pretty clear that they should be following that last draw they just threw. They missed the guard that's up by the number 3 on the right side of your screen by a foot, and they still buried underneath. And there's really nothing here for Korea. They've lost the plot line.
Absolutely, Anne. They could just come around the right-hand side, and even if he throws the red at the back of the forefoot, it'd be very difficult for Brad Gushue to get anything on it.
Yeah.
2번. 기다려. 비슷해. 워.
Looking to find the gap.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Not going crazy with the weight. Is this one going to overcurl?
No roll.
Finds the gap and rolls
Shot. Good.
a guard. Very good call, actually. Didn't see that one.
Yeah, very good call. But, you know, Korea's got another challenge that they're facing. They've only got 2 minutes left on their clock for the whole last end.
No roll. Shot. No roll.
They get through this,
Shot. Good.
and
Can't split, eh?
Does Brad Gushue go
That-
after
There's no split. I can't see both of them getting in there.
the double on the reds? Is it there? Probably not.
Although they don't have to get all the way in. It might be there.
What are you saying?
Probably worth taking on a split.
Oh.
It's probably not too far off. Like, we give up 1 here, it's not the end of the world.
Well, if we get one, isn't it great though?
Get through this hole, you're getting 1. Yeah.
Like I was just thinking the same shot,
You
but
just think the tap.
well, I don't know. But if you like that
it's-
split,
If you know
don't
the
mind
ice
it.
for it, it's almost same. Well, the only thing you'd hate to do it, make a decent shot and
Not
not get
score.
1. You know, if we knew for sure we're gonna get 1, I like it. But okay, let's play this tap. You're right. It's
it's just a little wider now, but not much. Eh?
Well, I think we take the same line. I throw a foot or two more weight. It's okay.
Yeah, so we've got a great shot on the time clocks now. You can see Korea will have 2 minutes for the 10th end. It's doable, but it's not comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. You try and keep
2 feet more.
Sure.
Yeah, that one came down.
3 minutes
Back button,
roughly for every end. As long as your leading second can quickly get themselves prepared in the hack and ready to go. There shouldn't be too many challenges.
Yeah. So the challenge for Brad Gushue and Team Canada is to hold the line on this tap. Looks like he's a little light in weight. Do they have it?
Hard, 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 hard.
Yeah, no problem. What a shot. Brad Gushue answers the little hit and flop from Kim Chang-min with excellence. Gallant, Walker, hold that line. Nichols calls it. Tap, tap.
Thanks.
Canada takes one, and a 2-point lead into the 10th end. Korea 4, Canada 6.
They made a couple good shots there.
Wow, this did chip.
You're watching coverage of our feature game from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Team Korea taking on Team Canada. Korea's got the last stone advantage in this 10th and potentially final end. Canada's got the lead.
Okay, boys, let's play a good end here.
Yeah.
Sure, it's really
Canada starts this end with 4 minutes and 50 seconds of thinking time to play it.
I thought it was all there.
And Team Korea will start the end with 2 minutes of think time.
Hey, Jeff.
라인 너무 많아.
4초야.
Lee Ki-bok needs a corner guard.
은수야, 깎아라. 가. 깎아라. 너무 길다. 가. 깎아. 자, 기보가.
They've liked that a little bit tighter to the house.
Yeah, the sweepers were pretty cautious on that. They were pretty cautious, but they wanted to make sure they had a guard in the corner. And now Jeff Walker.
Big boost.
I like it. Not bad. I like the line.
Really has grew into this game.
Curl a little.
Yeah, we know he's got some mismatched, or maybe awkward stones in his hands. And
Nice spot, Jeff.
Boy, Jeff.
he's doing a pretty good job managing those. And again, that straight stone kind of catches Canada a little off guard.
좋아. 루시아 라인 조금만.
Pretty good work from the lead. He only used 6 seconds of their time clock to throw
라인
his 2
타이트해. 라인 조금
stones.
더. 끝. 일 좋아. 웨이트만 더블 안 나오게. 나란히. 오오오오. 오. 끝. 샷 기보가.
And executes those pretty nicely. Team Canada going to go for the single peel here. And Brett Gallant, who's having an absolutely extraordinary game.
Oh, clean it. Fine. Good.
Clears the corner.
라인 좋아.
형 좀 있어요.
더블 안 나오게만.
형 되게 가까워요.
가까우면 돼.
들어갈 것 같아. 형 들어가요.
This one looks as if it's got a little bit of pace in it. May drift down into the 12-foot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all the way into the 8-foot, huh?
오케이.
Let's make this good. Half a stone.
Yep.
And this is one based on the scoreboard now.
Yep. Clean.
Canada gonna just hit and run right out of the rings.
Got a couple shots earlier.
그냥 8, 9.
Again, a little surprised that Otto and Sol being asked to
약해.
go towards these yellows. Relatively lined up for a double, so why not go? You've thrown the corner guard for a reason. Get around it.
Yeah, you've got the corner guard up there. Please use it. Please use it.
Yep. 오.
I mean, it's nice, I guess, that you've got now 2 Canadian stones behind the tee line, but... And we've got a final. There's handshakes. Team Russia takes the 1-point win over Team Japan. Now,
Close, Jeff.
No. No. No.
Mark Nichols picks that stone.
아까 내 거 다 뒤로 간 거 실망이었지?
웨이트 괜찮을 것 같아요. 더 약해도 될 것 같아요.
Song Se-ai
가.
looking for the draw under the corner.
은수야. 가, 은수야.
Trying to generate a 2 to take this into an extra end.
야. 기보가. 이 라인이야. 오. 앞에 세요. 오.
This one just going to over curl.
It's pretty good behind there. I do not think that Team Canada can see any of that from the hack.
You like this? Yeah. Sure.
And Mark Nichols. This is a pretty new spot on the ice right here, playing this turn at this weight for Team Canada.
Yep.
But the guy playing near 96% rips the peel.
정확하게 여기.
네, 여기 잘 나가요.
And Song Se-ai maybe taking a little bit of time there, considering you're down around a minute for your skip.
Should be okay to place 2 stones within a minute. Though.
이겨야 돼.
Yeah, there's going to be no extra time for chat or discussion.
야, 뛰지 가야 돼. 뛰지 가야 돼. 웨이트를 가야 돼. 오.
This one's sitting a little high for line at the moment.
No. 세컨만 돼도 돼. 세컨. 아. 오케이.
Doesn't even
Yeah,
sit
into that
short.
would be ideal.
Brad Gushue has a free run at this.
Half looks pretty close, Brad.
Yeah.
Even if you just hit
Half's good. If anything,
roll
a
right in
little
on
thinner,
top of
we
this.
get rid of something.
Little thinner and touches that, comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got it off your own yellow as well. That's what Mark Nichols is discussing.
Half rock?
Yeah, small half.
Little, yeah, a little thinner.
A little more than that, Mark. There you go.
So the skipper lines up. Set that one a bit.
Easy peel.
Came off the back of his hand and he just set it a bit.
Fall through, Jeff.
Is he close?
Watch it, Jeff.
Sit.
Oh, just rolls up over the top.
Okay. All right.
Not like it's terrible.
Could have ended up, yeah,
Here more
not a bad
would have been
spot.
absolutely perfect.
Yeah, now Korea sitting 1.
아니, 세연이 거. 세연아, 아까 니랑 똑같은 라인 잡아주면 돼.
40 seconds on the
좀
clock.
더. 어.
Just going to try and throw this one on the tee line, edge of 4 foot, other side.
9번. 일단 가야 돼요. 라인 좋아, 얘들아. 라인 좋아, 얘들아. 기분아, 땡겨. 자,
This
도와줘.
one being held straight.
Yeah, and it's
도와줘, 계속 가.
light.
발 도와줘, 계속 가, 계속 가, 계속 가, 계속 가. 발 도와줘, 계속. 다니면 돼.
Brad Gushue has a freeze to close the game out.
Well, I just,
You'd hate
yeah, you ever chisel that into the rings, I think you got a shot for the win. Like, I'd have to play this pretty tight.
Yeah.
I don't like it anyway. You only got like an inch of it. Yeah, that's why I think we got to draw in there.
Shot.
If we draw right in there, then he's got to play this run.
Yeah. If
But
we're
can he
right-
make it? Can he make it for 3 though? If we get it really in there, probably.
for 3.
Well, I'm just saying if he's shooter, if he comes back onto this side, this one probably doesn't go. The shooter probably doesn't roll in either. I think.
I mean, if anything, you chip this there, and then he's got to run it straight back.
Yeah.
You go here and you run straight back. You can't get
I
too
think we
thin.
go in there.
Oh, well, we got to be shot too, right?
Like right next to it would be ideal, I think.
Got to draw. Hey, Jules.
Yep. Nothing wrong with Jeff's spot. I mean, if you're
The other
shot.
As long as we're shot.
The other
Yeah,
option
you
is we
shot,
could just
it's perfect.
we could just go right there, just shot. Well, then he probably rolls, but it might.
This one doesn't matter.
What
It's
were you
this
saying,
one
Jeff?
I was saying right here. So if he runs it, he's not shot.
Yeah,
Go
but
back on
it's tough to get
I know
shot.
it's tough to get
Well, it
shot,
still
but
can get
that's-
shot. I mean, he just runs it and hits it here.
Yeah.
Just does that.
Yeah,
But it's
still
not
has
for
a shot.
strings.
I think we get. I think we get it right next to it. Okay.
Right next to it, I don't think I can never see a 3.
Yeah.
Like even if you're here, Brad. Like he's running.
Well,
it this,
yeah, right
he's
next
running,
to it, there's never a 3.
But he's running. I don't think it's there even this way, right? Like
Yeah.
the shooter's gone.
Yeah, I'm just worried about him running it this
Runs it-
way.
runs it
But
right
I
onto
still,
the
I
nose
think
of
the
it.
shooter, I think the shooter's probably just rolling to there.
Yeah, but and then the one he's running is probably going
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like to get it onto
Yeah,
this.
100%. You're right. You're right.
Let's make it top button weight.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, let's make it good.
We haven't thrown anything in this area, but I'm thinking. I was thinking that.
Yeah, I think it's going to run pretty straight. You get a little curl at the end, a little finish with the end. and
I
you get
think
center.
once it gets near
So
center line,
freeze
it's
being
gonna
called.
curl.
Can freeze
What do you-
the
what do you like
top
that, Mark?
yellow
Yeah.
or
I
the
think
red.
it's going to run for a while.
Okay.
don't think there's any chance of giving up 3, so there's no real risk with this.
No, you'd just like to make Changmin Kim and Team Korea face the most difficult shot possible.
What you been throwing today? Okay. That's enough, okay?
I think it's really good.
I like the ice.
Yeah.
I don't like an inch more. If you're thinking an inch more, I don't mind an inch more. I don't want any less. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Brad Gushue taking his time over this one.
Well, he's got 1:50.
Thought a little late, Brad.
Sweet for tea.
Okay.
I think you're talking.
Call from the hand was a little light, Brad.
We're there.
Well then.
Right on me.
Close.
It's a little
Well
light.
good.
This is a
Mine's
late
great.
finish on this.
Once it gets to that center line, it tends to bend.
Whoa.
But if it's heavy,
No. Curling set.
It's going to bounce off. There is a chance for 2 for Kim Changmin.
Sorry, I didn't think it was
Just a
heavy.
pound
Never
too
thought you'd
heavy.
back 8.
I didn't either.
Quick there. Quicker than they thought.
yeah, the frustrated sigh from Brett Gushue. Just a little bit too much. Still, Changmin Kim needs to make this to force the extra.
4 seconds left on the rock clock.
많이 돌아야 돼.
Cannot hit on the high side or the outside.
How's this one looking?
Good shot.
What a shot by
Pretty
the skipper.
perfect. And with that score of 2 for Changmin Kim, he has generated free curling. We've got an extra end. It is all tied up between Korea and Canada. And Canada's got that key last stone advantage headed into the extra end. Stay tuned. Great curling here.
시간 충분한 것 같다 이제. 다시 가자. 진짜 사기증 이제 애들. 다시 하지.
The steely gaze of the Canadian skip. He gets ready for this 11th and extra end.
세까지 갈 것 같아.
안 돼. 어디야? 애매하다. 오. 얍. 수시가. 할수 하나.
Lee Ki-bok
할수 하나. 계속 와야 돼.
looking for a guard on that center line. That's how we got here. Canada started thieving ways in 2 and 4. And Korea has clawed their way back in the second half of this game, generating 2 points with their hammer 3 different times.
Heavy hack.
Walker, 85 in his draws.
Whoa, close. Whoa,
Ha.
whoa, whoa.
No, it's heavy.
Not heavy.
Looking to play the tick shot. Just catch around an inch of this one, push it off the centre.
Hi, boy.
Shot.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Okay. Shot, Jeff.
Those tick shots are so valuable. Just clearing the path into the center, leaving no great place for your opposition to hide a rock.
Oh.
Huh?
And Lee Kipok having an outstanding game here this morning. His rocks incredibly critical to the success of this team. Setting the ends up, creating an opportunity to set up a steal. And now Jeff Walker gets the opportunity to throw a second tick shot. This rock
Shade
much
left, wait.
higher.
Whoa.
6 feet less.
Whoa, then. Whoa, close. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Must be close.
Bird mark.
Another one.
Bird mark.
Right on, Mo.
Really
shot.
great shot from the lead player.
Yeah, it's not close. It's perfect. And we've got a final on sheet D. Switzerland grabs that single point in the 10th end. They win 6-5 over Italy. And we're back to the only game left in town right now. It's the extra end. Oh, Ansu. He needs that draw to come through right now. Those draw percentages. He's going to throw up a guard here.
아니야, 괜찮아, 세연아. 딱 좋아. 거기야. Good.
Trying to stack these guards one on top of the other, even though it's on the side of the sheet. And the great part about Jeff Walker's tick shots is that the shooters rolled completely out of play. The left side of this ice is absolutely available. There's nothing to run into or bounce off of. Clean field of play for Brett Gallant to run those stones through.
좋아. 좀 더.
Have they made this one over?
Good.
Oh, sneaks over.
Trips it right over that hog line. Remember, it's got to be completely over that thick black line to stay in play.
Clean. Yep.
Go ahead.
Clean. Good.
So steady today.
Shot.
Brett Gallant, his last rock. Great peel.
여기 어때? 형. 들어가거나 똑같은 위치 치자. 오케이. 한 번은 가드 더 해야 돼. 그래 너무 쉬워 가드 필이. 예, 가드.
여기 카드 몇이야 마지막 거?
2-3.
2-3.
풀스핀.
오케이. 오케이.
Korea just hoping for a mistake now.
Yeah, they're going to need a complete miss at some point from one of the key players for Team Canada. And this has really been the difference in the game for Korea here. Their third not having the kind of production to keep pace with Mark Nichols.
Good. Shot.
But he makes a nice one here.
Yep.
And
Heart. Yep.
There's the stats on a pretty outstanding game. All facets of it.
들어가자요. 시간 많아. 와봐. Time. 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 Time out.
Oh, Korea going to call this time out.
So with the start of the extra end, clocks got reset to 4.5 minutes for each team to play this extra end. And they are also issued an additional timeout. So their coach, he's going to make his way down to the ice, Lim Myung-sup.
아니 그거는 지금 이미 지나갔어.
여기
뭐 할지 마세요.
여기 할까요?
아니 지금 들어가서 들어가야 될 것 같아. 럼백 맞으면 끝나고 일단
들어가야 될 것 같아.
들어가야 돼.
형, 만약에 내가 조금이라도 보이면은 치고 일로 빼겠지요.
그거는 나쁘진 않아. 그거 빼더라도 여기 빼면 난 프리즈가 있으니까.
하나 들어가는 게 좋은 것 같아.
나도.
나 지금 들어가는 게 좋은 것 같아.
그냥 들어가 놓고 그 다음에 형샷 얘 못 때리게 가서 하고 센터 가자.
그냥 바로 그냥 일로 가드 쳐놓고 자주 뭐저 하나는 돌리면 되지.
지금
약간 하고 가드 오픈되거나 완벽하게 수면 하면
럼백하면 뭐 어쩔 수 없고.
럼백하면 어쩔 수 없다니까.
럼백하면 어쩔 수 없어.
그 다음에 가드 치고 돌리고.
오케이.
T예요.
Another guard on.
I'm not quite sure what they came up with. I think they're going to draw around and tuck one underneath. Kind of bisect that T line. All right, by the Le Gruyere logo.
스피드 좋았잖아, 맞지?
괜찮았어요.
내 가드 얼마나 났노?
형거 가드 4초.
아니 나 조금 더 올려야겠어요. 저 4초밖에 안 돼요. 둘 4초.
아 그거 차면 안 되지. 그 웨이트 차면 안 되지. 4초 차면 안 되지.
평소보다 조금 덜 나가는.
7에서 8 차면 될 것 같은데.
네. 그 웨이트 나간 거. 할 때.
나도 좋은 것 같아.
팔은 좀 약할 수도 있어.
라인 조금 타이트해.
스톱.
라인.
스톱.
웨이트 여섯.
라인.
약하다.
라인. 웨이트 올리.
Having to go hard on this one
나이스
to
굿. 나이스 굿.
hold
키보
it
가까이
straight.
있어. 나이스 굿.
They
가까이
are
있어.
past the guard.
나이스 굿.
키보 가까이 있어. 얍. 오. T 라인.
나이스 굿. 나이스 굿. 나이스 굿.
T.
여덟.
T. 오. 샷.
굿.
Feeling off, yeah.
And a couple of key things happened there for both teams. Seeing that draw across the center gave both teams a really good look at how fast the ice is. The conditions can change. All of a sudden, this rink, which was completely full 10 minutes ago, has emptied out. They're the only game left on the ice. Speeds can change. Lines can change when that happens. Airflow is different.
Real hard.
Mark Nichols executes that peel. And now Korea's going to try and inch that guard closer and closer to the center line. Tease Canada into hitting the stone in the rings. Show the outside part of it, maybe even all of the rock in the rings.
일은 약해. 일은 하나밖에 안 돼.
이까지가 최고인 것 같다.
네.
너무 센터는 다 날아갈 수도 있어요.
네.
세야 이거.
계속 4초로 같이 쓰.
Yeah, some good communication there from Kim Chan-min, just talking the stone position through with the supers so they understand exactly where he wants it.
아까 형 9반 그런 거.
네.
나이 좋아 얘들아.
가자. 아니 좋아. 푸시야. 가면 돼. 웨이트 좋아 보여.
And they are working this incredibly hard.
계속 가. 푸시야.
This guard is going to be really long.
푸시야 좀만 더. 계속 와.
That
계속 와.
is
좀만 더. 좀만 더.
not much of a factor. It does cover the forefoot.
너무 길다.
Korea's going to be able to.
Okay. If you roll there, yeah, then if he goes, can he room to out turn there? Then you got to draw.
Oh, we can get intern
Okay.
tap, like if we're there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm certainly okay with nose.
Yep.
I agree. Like nose
Nose
just
or in 6
half
inches.
a rock
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Be real good.
Kind of weight, Brad?
Board? What's that? Board, heavy board? Yeah, do you like this, Jeff, or do you like just ripping it? I like this. Ripping it, and we got the forefoot.
Brad, you throwing board?
What's that? Board, yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with even just nosing this.
So board weight,
Yeah, I'm
just to
thinking
push
nose or
that
half a
right
rock
through,
roll in.
roll a couple of inches to the right and get a piece of the forefoot.
Just maybe tent them to play the hit and roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what the skip gets paid the big money for.
Clean.
Weight's good. Good board.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Nice board.
Good board.
Whoa. 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 Let it curl. Whoa.
Good. Doesn't quite manage to roll underneath, but
Yeah, and you've got to wonder if that isn't that the ice changing a little bit. No games anymore out here except yourself. Later in the game, the ice is straightening out a bit.
오케이. 오케이. 가자.
온리 한 스팟, 온리 한 스팟.
오케이.
형 어디 여기?
아까 똑같은 가드랑 똑같은 라인.
yeah, looking for this one. Probably half in the forefoot, in behind the guard.
That would be ideal.
얼마나?
07이에요.
Must make shot though. Has to get in for shot stone.
He needs full 8 foot to be first count and to force a play from the Canadian skip.
라인 좋아.
라인 완벽해. 라인 완벽해.
웨이트 연산.
라인
그럼.
완벽해. 라인 완벽해. 룸.
무조건 이겨야 돼. 그대로 할 수.
가야 돼.
와.
Sweeping this one for Wake.
헐.
Line looks good though.
하루스야. 고.
They do get it in for shot, but maybe just pulls up a foot or two shorter than they would like.
And this leaves a draw to the forefoot for Brad Gushue. This is a draw for the win. It has been a
Same path as we threw 2
hard
ends ago on
fought
that tap.
game.
It's a little wider.
Yeah, it's a little wider than that. Not much, though.
Kim Cheng-min, Song Se-ai did what they could,
Yeah, I think if you throw
force
pretty
the
much
extra
last
end.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Not quite as
That one
much.
just slid good.
And now they've got to wait to see what Brad Gushue's got with this last rock.
That was a hair
No
light.
worries on mine.
So Gallant and Walker on it right away.
Running nice and straight.
Said it's a hair light, if anything.
All right, boys.
They need full 8 foot and right into the 4 foot. And they land it on the button. What a game. Canada 7, Korea 6.
Good luck. Nice shot, Brad.
Good shot. Shooting.
Man, did that underarm get like, what a
Korea should be proud of the extraordinary effort they gave.
no worries on line.
All right.
Just knew you were never heavy.
What's that?
Knew you were never heavy. I liked it.
Never heavy. Yeah.
But
Yeah. You just hate to see it be off and it come down a
yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Good work, guys.
Good game, guys. Those good games. Just one shot and 3 ends. You got deuces.
There's our final score. It's a long one. It was 11 ends. It took an extra. Canada pulls it out with a draw to the forefoot for the win. The final is 7-6.
Curl.
And our highlights from this game. Kim Chang-min has got an opportunity to take 2 points after a missed run back by Team Canada. And they do, beautifully landed. And then in 9, some interesting shot selection. Forces Team Canada into a delicate double tap for a single point. And it's just that easy. Brad Gushue. And after a near perfect freeze for Team Canada, Kim Chang-min has to navigate a delicate takeout. He cannot move his own stone. Oh, is that perfect? It forces the extra end. And in the final,
not much though. Good ice.
Korea's last stone tucked under a corner guard. Left the full 4 for Brad Gushue, and he needed everything Jeff Walker and Brett Gallant had as they dragged that stone into the forefoot, and it'll hang on the scoreboard as the winning point of the game. Canada 7, Korea 6.
I was a little positive there.
Our final scores from around the rink. Japan falls to Korea by a single point. Germany loses to Scotland. Switzerland takes that final point in the 10th to beat Italy. There was some great action all around the rink. And those are our standings. Sweden wasn't in action this morning. They stay undefeated. Canada, Norway, Scotland, all in the hunt. China and Russia sitting at 3-2. Korea now at 3-3. And everyone else trying to climb that leaderboard.
Brad, a really tough, hard-fought victory there over Korea.
Yeah, I thought we played really good. It seemed like it was just one missed shot and 3 ends where we gave up a deuce. And outside of that, I thought we played real well. Still a couple wrong side misses, which we need to clean up. But definitely our best game so far, I felt.
Yeah, so that's you on to 4-1, 4 straight wins. How do you think your performance is building at this championships?
It's getting better, for sure. I still think we have a ways to go, but certainly I liked the progression over the last couple games. And even though it was a real tight game, they're a tough team, and they played really well against us and really pushed us right to the limit. And fortunately, we were able to make that draw to the forefoot.
So you're here in Las Vegas. How are you finding the event?
It's great. It's been a fun event. A little hard to separate the curling or get away from it where everything's attached and there's so many people around, but certainly enjoying it. The warm weather is a nice treat that we don't normally get when we're curling.
Brad, thanks for talking with us. Good luck.
We'll do it real quick, Brad.
On behalf of Kenny Edwards, I'm Ann Swisshelm. Thank you so much for watching. Join us again soon for more great curling from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship.